Hey there, Mean Boys listeners. Thanks for tuning in. We got a Just the Boys episode coming at you this week.
3 of us.
Just rocking it solo,
Just
having a good time.
Just the damn gang having a good time. We want to take a quick second to say, for those of you tweeting us questions about the tour, it's in a little bit of a state of limbo right now because of some hypothetical confidential things. So the best thing to do is just keep your eyes peeled at the social media handles for announcements and get on the email lists, which we will be dispatching all pertinent updates to. So if you haven't done that yet, go ahead and go take a second to fill out our tour survey.
Yeah,
we'll keep you up to date on everything.
Yeah, there's without saying anything, there's cool shit happening, but we don't know when the cool shit is happening. So we may have to move some dates that we've already announced, but we're gonna come see you guys.
Yeah, we'll be out there. It may change a bit, but we'll figure it out. So we are very sorry about that, but it's kind of out of our hands.
We just don't want you to think we're ignoring you because we have seen all the tweets.
Yes, and it's some good news. We do have some iTunes reviews from Singapore that I wanted to read. Every once in a while, I have a service that forwards us our international reviews. And I just like to see what the crazy kids in New Zealand are saying about the podcast. By the way, we are a scant 43 away from Keith Carey's Mama Palooza.
Oh, shit.
Striking distance, all right?
That is upsetting.
If you want us to make the pilgrimage up the Grapevine and go exhume the fucking lady that Keith crawled out of, all you got, it's just like 3 clicks of a button and you're fucking home free.
Yeah.
So hop on your Apple Podcast app, leave us a 5-star review, and you get to hear me talk about bestiality with a lady that is kind of a yoga teacher.
I may or may not ask her to marry me.
Just a little bit of a thing. My mom did text me today with a book she found in a used bookstore about the art of being a ninja. So she's genuinely considering becoming a ninja on top of a yoga teacher.
Wow.
Not ironically.
So your mom's just turning into an internet punchline from 2008.
Yeah, my mom is just fucking this ninjutsu meth queen.
Yeah, she's becoming a hot topic fucking fanny pack from the second Bush term. So John Wang SG from Singapore
John
writes,
Wang?
Yeah, John Wang SG.
Number one American fat man. Tell good joke. Skinny man, also funny.
Tom, the president is whale. Hey, Mean Boys, not sure if you're able to see this as I'm using a foreign version of iTunes. Ha-ha! It's the podcast that cares, you son of a bitch. I can't see any of your current reviews, but here's hoping you guys know I really enjoy your show. And I'm looking forward to Keith's mom on the show. It's going to be a blast. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Singapore.
We got one other one from Canada. Great podcast from a bunch of guys who you can always count on to make you realize things could be worse in your life.
We're the
right.
Rock Bottom Podcast.
Allow us to kneel before you so you can stand on our backs to get the cookie jar of content that we keep on top of the fridge. So thank you for leaving those. If you guys are not already Mean Boys premium subscribers, I don't know what you're waiting for. An extra hour of show every single week. Monthly goodies. We're making some iron-on patches so you can customize your fucking denim jacket, and be the coolest kid in school, and get pulled out when they see that you're supporting the memorabilia of a 9/11 mocking radio organization.
I don't think we mock 9/11. We really respect the work 9/11 did.
Yeah. So that's what
works hard, man.
That's what comes down the pipes. We're pretty close to hitting $2,000 a month, which is when we're doing drum roll Snark Week 2.
God.
And we all break up, and go solo.
The last episode we recorded, not this one, the next one that's coming out, I almost died. I don't know how fucking doing 14 podcasts. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you how we're going to do it with a smile on our face because the fans paid us to.
Yeah.
All right, Tom may be dead.
Yeah. Oh, but I burp into the microphone too much.
Yeah, the Mean Boys lineup you love. Connor, Keith, and I don't know, probably Kyle Clark.
Snark me, bitches.
Yeah.
The point is, jump on the Patreon if you want to hear another Snark Week. And also because every dollar you give us keeps us from having to get a real big boy job. And we genuinely love making this show.
And I think I lost my Postmates credit card. So, guys, I really don't fuck this over for me. You can go and fucking jump on over to the Mean Boys subreddit. Our Mean Boys participate in some scintillating discussions with your fellow listeners about the show and all the characters surrounding it. Hot topics of speculation, like, what do you think Ramsey's up to? And what's Opie's whole deal? And is Kyle Clark going to come on again soon? All that all the gossip is there. Some guys shared a sexy Shrek, which I thought was a fun deep cuts ref. Sexy I'm using pretty liberally, but yeah.
I'm bummed out because I would kind of hit it.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Sexually appealing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, whoa, hey, come on. We got a Discord channel. Don't really know what it is, but if you want to do that, it's in the show notes. Yeah. And follow on Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Fucking just go click a few buttons, support your boys. That's a nice free way to put a smile on our motherfucking face. And I think that's about it, right, gang?
I think so. Oh, thank you. Don Carlos, our sponsor.
Yeah, thank you to eataburrito.com, Don Carlos
yeah,
Taco
they're
Shop in
great.
La Jolla. You guys just stopped by there pretty recently?
Yeah,
We did.
It
Made
was
another trip.
Greatest burrito
delicious
in the world.
as fuck.
It's fucking fantastic. I gotta plan my trips to San Diego better because a lot of times when I go down there, I have to fucking compromise and stop at an inferior burrito place.
Yes, I will
never-
always try and leave early.
Yeah.
To make sure there's Don Carlos time.
I've never gone to a show with you, and it switches up whose fault it is where we're not running 40 minutes late.
I get there.
Actually, the last one, but that was the first time. I remember where did we go? Where it was like, all right, it's 8 hours away, and we left. The show's in 7 hours.
It's always funny when I'm late as shit to a show and that's 1,000 miles away, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is gonna be
yeah.
peeing in a lot of water bottles to save time on this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, go fuck with Don Carlos, and other than that, just sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode of the Mean Boys podcast with just us, your faithful Mean Boys, or whatever.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Mean Boys podcast. We all die alone, and most of us live that way, too.
I'm Keith Carey,
I'm Connor McSpadden.
And I'm...
the owner of a racist pizza place.
Yeah, Tom, when he wears a wife beater, just looks like he believes every wrong thing.
He's in that uncanny valley between fat and buff where he just looks racist.
Yeah, the strong fat is the number one archetypical body of
Yeah.
the racist man.
I like
pizza and push-ups.
You look like you're lifting just to get upper body strength to push Koreans out of your store. That's
yeah.
not
You're
today, Wu Ping.
Yeah,
Flack.
you're like, look, I just got to be strong enough to bully the Mexican teens that come and try to put lemonade in the water cups.
Yeah, my
So,
arms are more of a Puerto Rican defense system than anything.
Yeah, I mean that's what Reagan was trying to make with Star Wars. It just didn't. It didn't really work. I mean, we faked it and all that.
The satellite that melts Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, Tom came in. I was just setting up all the recording shit, and then I like he said something. I looked up at him and I wasn't expecting him to be shaved, and with no beard, it just your face doesn't. It all kind of goes together. you know?
What do you mean goes together?
Like it just you don't have that much of a chin, I guess. So
Uh-huh.
it's just all kind of it's just it looks like your mouth is just at the top of your neck. Basically.
You got throat mouth, my dude.
Well, because also you're losing.
You look
weight.
like if Guillermo del Toro designed a landlord.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, it's also you don't have you're losing weight, so you don't have a double chin to separate it anymore. So it's somehow you lost weight and you look fatter.
I look worse.
Yeah, a little bit.
I look worse because I don't have a double chin.
Yeah, you
That's
lean
so
back a little
fucking
bit,
funny.
and then you get the little crease.
All
And I'm like,
right,
oh,
is this-
there it is.
Yeah, you have a chin
but
and
when
a
you
half.
yeah, but when you stand up stand up straight, I mean, it's all just kind of the same color in there, and you just it just looks hilarious.
So,
you know?
yeah.
You're poking your head out like a proud bird.
I need to,
It's
yeah.
not how you exist.
I need
You
to
look like
not
someone-
slouch in order for people to know that my face and neck are not the same thing.
Well, yeah, just like someone drew a really good head on a thumb. You know, it's basically
You're
someone.
the
Wow,
best
they really
looking
took.
thumb.
Yeah, one of those weird Tumblr posts that would go viral of this artist painted a tiny perfect face on a thumb. You know, and you're like, whoa, shit, I thought that was a dude. And you're like, oh wait, no, it's Tom. But I believed it was a thumb. Wow.
Tom Goss man thumb. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a well manicured thumb. I mean, that's better than.
The nail is clipped. You're looking sharp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, before sludge face.
Sludge face.
I mean, that's kind of what I was at before. I mean, I look
That was one of those guys that
terrifying.
Spider-Man fought in the '60s. You're like,
Yeah,
we're-
sludge face is like the guy you fight before you get to the boss in the video.
Right.
Yeah, we're not done mapping out the whole Galactus arc, so we're just gonna just do some filler shit with throws dart at board A, sludge, body part, face, old sludge face. You know?
Oh man, that was almost slime knee again.
Yep.
I'm happy to know no matter how much weight I lose, I'm still going to look hysterical. I will never.
Yeah, I mean you have a buffoonish body.
I really do.
It's a well kempt buffoonish body,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
you look like you're about to get into trouble.
Dude, I'm gonna get jacked and then grow a clown shoe out of my shoulder or some shit. I'm never gonna be able to just
Yeah.
look good.
Well,
and
yeah, I
I'm
mean, your body's just
very
gone,
happy
it's
about
just
that.
gone through so many dramatic changes in your
Sure,
life
yeah.
where it's just I was jacked, and then I was 280, and now I'm 200 or whatever, and now it's like ping ponged all over the place. Too many. It's like when a restaurant. It used to be a Starbucks, and then it was a Burger King, but we still got that one Burger King table in the Starbucks.
Yeah, it's
Right.
really got the McDonald's shaped sign with Burger King written.
It's like, it's like the Ross on Sunset, where the sign is clearly from what used to be a Circuit City, but they just never changed out the red tiling.
Man, or when it's like, we bought this Vaughn's, now it's a John's?
Yo, yeah. Well, it's like, how lazy do you have to be that, like, one of your flags, like, the Ross on Sunset Boulevard has more eyes on it than probably any one other, except for maybe the one on, the Vegas Strip.
Right.
So it's like, maybe make it a nice-looking Like
it's one of the worst Rosses.
Like the Ross is blue. That's the Ross color, but they just like, I mean, it works. We'll just put the Ross letters over it. We'll take the Circuit City shit off.
It's a Ross.
Yeah, yeah. And it's been like that as long as I can. Like, when did Circuit City go out of business?
Long fucking, like 04, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
04,
05, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm getting at, but your body's basically a Circuit City.
I remember going and just picking through the elephant graveyard of a Circuit City like 2 days before they went. And like the employees are just smoking on the floor. Like they don't even care.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're just like, oh, you want this copy of the Forgetting Sarah Marshall soundtrack? It's $3.
Oh, my friends went and bought a bunch of like D&D shit from Borders when Borders was going under, and they're like, dude, $10. I got all these minifigs.
That fucking
you got to
rips.
get down there. And I was like, all right, I think I'm all right. Like, I don't know that we.
Yeah, my
super
life is
need
better
these.
not doing this.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. What was I gonna say? Fucking. I don't know. Tom's body's hilarious.
Yeah, it's always going to be hilarious.
You do look. Yeah, I feel bad. You look good. Like you're losing a lot of weight. It's really.
I like that I look good, but still hysterical.
You're never gonna not look.
Oh no, I embrace it. I don't want to look.
You went from looking like a really like shitty like 25-year-old to a really good-looking 43-year-old. You aged like several decades, but you also look like you have your shit together.
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
like the second marriage, but it's the one that's going to stick.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll
Tom
take
does have second marriage vibe.
Yeah.
That's a good like Twitter bio, second marriage material.
Yeah, you're like a bank robber turned pretty good dad. Like that's. Your
Oh yeah,
physical
it's like
vibe.
he's got a felony, but you let him babysit. You know,
Yeah.
you're like it's all behind him.
Right? Yeah.
I rug burned my fucking knee having sex on the floor last night, and it's like really hurts.
That's the fucking worst, dude.
Yeah, and it was just like as I was doing it, I was like, well, last time I did this, I rug burned my knees really bad.
What are you doing on your knees on the floor?
It's fucking Keith.
That's
you
what
know.
a bed is for.
Yeah, but spontaneity.
Throw it up there.
Throw it. I mean, I don't know. It's fun though. I kind of like fucking on the
Clearly,
floor.
you're wounded.
Well, I mean, yeah. Sometimes it's nice. I don't know why. I mean, you just look. Sex. It's the same. It's like Mexican food. It's the same three things, and you gotta. But now we're in the kitchen. Crazy, like, well, no, it's all. There's a hard shell over the soft shit. Wow,
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious. I just was boxing right before this. I come back and Connor's like, my knee is all fucked up from sex.
You know what's even funnier? This knee is fucked up on me from sex.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
That's my left knee too.
Yeah. Oh, is it the same knee?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was
we
the other
both
one.
fuck on the same.
I'm the
I
only
got a
person
weird,
without
like-
a fuck
It's like
injury.
you bat
huh?
righty or I'm ambidextrous. You bite right or your left. Yeah.
My left knee and my right shoulder are the ones that get weird when I fuck.
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
like weird
gen-
muscle things.
Yeah, that's just kind of how I prop myself. Like, Tom had his arm above his head, and your armpit looks the way I imagine Keith's mom's pussy looks.
Let me see
Like,
the armpit.
it's just like, oh yeah, it's just.
Oh
a
yeah,
fucking,
I don't see anything coming out of that alive.
It's all just
70s.
like it's all just stretch marks. There's a crease in the middle, and then it's just fucking nappy ass.
I feel like my mom's pussy is like two balls. Like it's like shaved, but there's also 2 layers of skin missing.
Well, I feel like
Like
your
it
mom
just kind of looks like Freddy Krueger's face.
Like I definitely do think your mom waxes her pussy, but I think everybody wishes she didn't. They're like, yeah, put a mustache on that.
I
Like,
think
we
my
don't
mom
need to
waxes
see-
her pussy at home with like a Yankee candle. Like
Yeah. No, it's like Kevin Spacey and Pay It Forward. You're like, fuck, dude, grow a beard, man. Like, fuck, that's fucking gross,
I
man.
watched my mom shoplift like $200 worth of Yankee candles once, and it was one of the funnier things I've
What?
ever
This is
seen.
the most unnecessary thing.
Well, yeah, it was also like you live in like a tiny apartment. Why do you need this many candles? There's not enough stink to banish with the power of colonial vanilla.
I mean,
Like-
I know it's always a weird old timey. It's always just like, parliamentary fucking butterscotch.
yeah, fucking butter churn raspberry or some bullshit.
Yeah. It's like segregation is still legal. Almond.
Yeah, I'm mad.
This is a good story.
Oh, yeah, everyone's favorite smell, almond.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
almonds smell good.
I don't know that they have a smell. Do they?
Yes,
like
they
I mean,
do.
I don't have a strong sense
It's a
of smell.
faint smell, but you can amplify
Is
it
it
for
a-
candles.
You can amplify it through
smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
Tom Gus in the candle laboratory putting a bunch of almonds up on the roof during a thunderstorm.
You can absolutely amplify a smell. When you
And he
fart, it
smells
smells
them, he's
bad.
like,
When
well,
you
yeah,
shit,
now
it's
it just smells like
amplified.
campfire. But I mean, there's an almond overtone in there.
We're gonna figure this out.
I was telling this story story last night. My first girlfriend, we used to have sex in this trailer, like in her backyard, right? And like one of the first times we had sex, she was like, "I'm gonna go get the candles." She had this big, gigantic candle, and she's like, "This is the candle I lit when I became a woman."
Yeah.
And I thought that I was like, I was 18, and I was like,
singing
wait,
with her period?
Yeah. I was like, you lit a candle when you got your period? What are you, a fucking witch? That's weird.
Yeah, and then I brought forth the Antichrist.
I know. I was like, there's a lot about Catholics I don't understand, because I didn't know there's a whole candle period ritual. And I just felt like, she's like, no. And then I had to realize what it was, because she wasn't going to say no. It was when I got boned out for the first time. Yeah. That's when you really become a woman, is when you put something in your butt, I think. That's the real rite of passage.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's when, they come out of your closet and they're like, "Surprise, you're a lady now."
Yeah. And then you that's when when you bring the little girl home from the hospital, you have to put the balloons in the ceiling. You know.
Can I tell a fuck story real quick that I just got permission to tell on the air?
Oh yeah, it's always the best.
I'm stoked for this.
It's always the best when Tom gets when Keith gets his sex stories declassified.
Tom already knows this one, but it's pretty fun. So me and my girlfriend are into BDSM stuff, which Tom said one of the funnier things last night, because we went down to have sex and we come up and he goes, "Yeah, I didn't hear any fucking, but I definitely heard violence."
Yeah, well, I was just like,
you were kind of like joking, and then she goes, "You heard all that?" And he's like, "No."
Well, BDSM, biscuits, ding dong, sandwiches.
Well, no, I lay
mayonnaise.
down in
I was
my
watching the wheel spin, like, find foods.
just laying down in my kitchen, and all I hear is just fucking swap,
my kitchen.
swap.
Swap, not in any way a word you would use.
Oh,
to
that's what
describe
happens
it.
when you hit a bitch in the face in Mad Magazine. You know, it's just swap.
Slap. But fucking, so I went to the pleasure chest to get some sex toy stuff, and I got this collar, and I was like, well, I gotta get a leash to go with the collar, and they don't sell a leash at the pleasure chest.
What?
And then I was like, all right, well, there's a pet store down the street.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not going to not go buy a dog leash for my girlfriend.
Does it have little bones all over it?
So I walk into the pet store, and
you're like, do I get the one with the fish skeletons for a cat, or do I get the... I guess they don't make leashes for cats,
They
really.
do, actually. Well,
really?
yeah, because there's a lot
They're
of...
certainly making for pussies, am I right, guys?
There's a lot of information about leashes, which the guy working there was very insistent on sharing with me.
Oh, yeah.
Because
So you're trying to
walk in
pick
there...
the dog that's closest to your girlfriend.
Yeah, he goes, "What breed is your dog?" I'm like, "Irish,
Italian."
yeah. But it's
Trailer.
This thing, I walked in there with I pulled a hat down low. I'm trying to look like fucking like in The Departed when they're trying to hide from each other.
Yeah, you're Robert De Niro at the airport.
Yeah, and this
You're
guy
just
is like,
keeping
"I
a low
need to be
prof.
your best friend," and I'm like, "There's no way for me to be like, hey, I need the most people friendly leash here."
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sizing that. I'm like, all right, this one won't break, and we get it here. And the guy's just like, "What's your dog's name? Bring your dog in." I'm like, I don't know. She visits a couple times a month, so we'll see. Well, I fucked up too, because he goes, "What breed is it?" And I'm like, "It's a Chihuahua," because I was just trying to throw in my regular dog, and then I realized the leash you would need for a 3-legged Chihuahua is a much different size than the leash you would need for an adult woman.
Yeah.
And by the way, just everybody who's getting ready to write the tweet, I get it. The dog story doesn't do a lot for me.
Yeah.
There's sympathy.
Yeah. So what did you end up getting?
Just like a leash-ass leash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll make it a Plan B
Were you
weekend.
looking for a
with brand
leash
new
or a
leash.
collar?
I had the collar I got at the pleasure chest.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to buy a dog collar.
Does it have a hook for a leash?
Yeah.
And no leash.
No leash.
What are they doing?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta
And
have
I,
a leash for the
when I
cow.
asked the guy, and he's like, "Yeah, we just don't have them." Like, well, they sold you could buy lengths
they
of
out?
industrial chain.
No,
and, get a
yeah,
clip on. I'm
fuck
like,
that.
that's a lot.
What, is this a Home Depot? Where you
yeah,
measure
I'm
out
not
the
what am I
bimbo and
fucking
cut it?
sex Dracula? No, I just need just a leash-ass leash.
Yeah.
I'm the fuck count.
The guy who worked at the store is too funny because number one, he clearly knew who I was. There's a comedy show at that store, so I think he knew me from that.
Okay,
but
yeah.
didn't. You ever have that interaction with somebody when they know who you are, but they don't want to bring it up, but they're being weird about it? I'm like, all right, man. And one day he goes, "Yeah, are you hanging out for our spanking symposium later?" I'm like, shut up, dude.
What is a spanking?
Well, no, that's
I'm
when
like,
Bugs Bunny comes out and plays a bunch of butts, and he does a whole marimba solo.
Well, I'm just like, is there enough
He's wearing a
information about
tuxedo.
spanking
Butts,
that it merits
butts,
an entire
butts.
class? I don't know. I feel like there's a butt, hit it, repeat, and then you spanked. That's it.
I'm just with the whole set like we're going to an orgasm clinic. I'm just like, you guys, you're still going to be boring when you're done with this. Do you understand?
I
This
think
is
it's a
not
fun
gonna-
way to kick. If you're incredibly boring sex people and you're just like, oh, we'll go drink red wine and watch people who have come,
Yeah.
explain things.
I guess.
I could see the appeal of it.
I guess I would go as a looky-loo, but
I would also go. I would go as a couple. I'd be like, "Oh, this is a fun thing for us to go do." Like,
I'd go by myself.
But yeah, you
for the
invited
story.
me alone to. I'm like, I
Tom
promise you.
going alone. We got to just get hidden camera footage of Tom alone at like an organ. I feel like that's a thing where you have to bring a chick, or else it's like, yeah, that's weird, or like a partner. You know,
there's an ant in my chest hair.
Oh, nice.
It's like, okay, I'm ready to make the orgasm happen. You usually put on brass knuckles. I'm gonna beat the pussy up.
Here's my Thanos gauntlet.
I almost bought brass knuckle paperweights in Arizona, and then I was like, what are we doing here, con man? Like, what are we just looking for things?
It's like you're just buying a thing to feel alive for half a second.
Yeah. I catch myself. I'm pretty good about catching myself. Although the fanny pack, I'm coming around on. You know, I think it's going to be.
I support your fanny pack lifestyle.
And it was cheap. It wasn't like I broke the bank for a fanny pack.
Yeah,
it has a practical application.
I think fanny packs are fucking stupid, but I support you wearing them because it gives you like a weird like. Yeah, I'm the fanny pack motherfucker, like kind of energy.
Yeah.
You can be out like, I wear backpacks for my dick, and then that can be your thing.
Well, the kids wear them across their chest now. You know.
Well, I don't like that at all.
Baby Bjorn?
Yeah. So they'll have them on the front or the back. You know,
that
can
kind of get fucked.
Well, you know.
I think Tom's the only man who could support a fanny pack because, like, if I saw Tom in a fanny pack, I'd be like, well, this man has secrets and I don't want to know them.
Well, it looks like his body has grown its own fanny pack. I mean, he's produced one biologically, so he has no need for one.
Yeah. Like a kangaroo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, mangaroo.
We watched so many videos of kangaroos fighting.
Oh God,
night.
Man.
Yeah, we saw just about every. I think we got through all the footage that exists of kangaroos. Fighting human beings.
My favorite, I think all of our favorite, was the one where a guy tried to use a kangaroo for ISIS, and they did a reenactment.
Oh, yeah, like a guy was planning a kangaroo-based terror attack where he was gonna like drive his car through a bunch of cops, release his kangaroo, which he had made a custom ISIS vest for.
Yeah. Bring his sword to fend off the kangaroo before
he was
it blew up.
Decapitate a cop while he provided cover for his kangaroo, which would bounce into a crowd of more riot cops and would then explode.
Yeah, it's a perfect plan.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
The best part
my favorite element is the vest. Like did he just get like a therapy dog vest and like, all right, I'm going to make my ISIS stencil and I'm going to like.
It's just so funny that you felt the need to tag it for ISIS. Only like 5 people are going to see it.
Yeah.
And then it's going to explode.
It's going to explode. Yeah, exactly.
My favorite part is after he puts in the reenactment, after he puts the vest on the kangaroo, him and the kangaroo then look at each other and high five before he drives into the cops.
It's this weird low res
dramatization
CG,
thing,
dramatization, and it's one of the funnier things I've ever seen. We got to tweet that out.
Yeah, we'll tweet it out.
I was looking for it yesterday, and it's so fucking funny.
It's insane.
That was one of the hardest I've ever laughed.
Because it's so rare. Because between all the footage, we're also looking at actual kangaroo fights where
that was like a kangaroo debunking compilation where it's like, this is how they faked the kangaroo fight videos. You believed it.
Who is
asshole?
the loose change kangaroo guy?
Exactly.
I believe in truth and kangarooism.
Yeah. Well, you know what? There's the fucking truth is lies, freedom is slavery, fucking butter is margarine. It's time for the Mexican joke off.
Ay, so topical.
George Orwell wrote books.
You got it. Tom nailed it. I'll take us away this week. A teenager fell to her death while trying to take a clifftop selfie at Yosemite National Park. She was memorialized with a World Star Hip Hop Instagram page, which read, "Damn, this bitch didn't even catch a squirtle," followed by 3 cry laughing emojis. I love when World Star Hip Hop's Instagram, the only pure source of information left on the internet, just like we'll write like, "Wow, gas attack in Syria. What do you think?" And then like prayer hands, like a thinky face emoji. And then there's just like teenagers that are trying to be famous for doing vape tricks, going like, "Damn, shit's fucked up. Check out my new song." And I'm like, dude, this is
man. I'm not saying my SoundCloud's going to bring peace to the Middle East, but like it is.
Yeah. Or it's just like, man, that new Trump fucking thing comes out. How's it sounding? Fire or poop emoji? And people are like, I don't know, man. Might be cool. Whatever.
The only 2 emotions of our generation: fire emoji and poop emoji.
Well, that's what
I've
they
actually
do when
never
like a new
been to
song.
worldstar.com. I only know him from the shouting
Yeah.
from the people around me. People shouted World Star when we watched that fight break out in Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
that was a
like,
brawl.
Well, yeah, everybody shouted World Star, which was hilarious, and then somebody shouted, he's got a gun, and every person but you ran.
Yeah, I just got him.
You just got to stood there. He's like, a gun? I love those.
Yeah, don't
pet it?
Don't pull a gun on me after a breakup, because I will just kind of think about gnawing on it.
Well,
It's not going to be...
Exactly, yeah. He's like, ooh, this could be a pretty easy way out. I didn't technically kill myself. Yeah,
Diplomatic immunity.
I committed suicide by bachelor party.
Oh, fuck. All right, I'll go. KFC announced an $11,000 prize to any couple willing to name their newborn child after Colonel Sanders. In related news, I am no longer using condoms.
Damn, that would be cool. Yeah, no one says you have to keep the baby alive. I mean,
Oh, shit. I was just going to say you could change its name, but yeah, I guess you can murder the baby.
yeah, I mean, well, because then your profits is going to get eaten into immediately.
Yeah.
I was talking to this girl who had her tubes tied, and she was like, oh, yeah, I got my tubes tied, and now I just use as many plastic straws as I want, because, I mean, this is the greenest shit you could possibly do. You know?
You can just start throwing 6-pack rings around a seagull's neck like a carnival
Oh,
game.
yeah, she's like, you can suck my dick. I'm putting one of those, like, things on my car to make it, like, all, like, when you drive past, and, I'm just like...
Yeah, I am destroying a little less nature than my kid would.
Oh, yeah, I'm straight up just going to, like, heat my house with kerosene lamps that burn whale blubber.
Just burning a seal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, just a big seal. You put a wick in a seal's butt, and you just burn the dead seal. And it's still,
I want to die.
Yeah, it's still alive.
It's just reading a book for some reason.
If you cut a seal in half, it grows back. It's like a
Like a
lizard.
hydra?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like the double-headed snake hydra? What?
Yeah. Wait, what?
Okay.
Read a goddamn joke, Tom.
A police
I thought
officer...
you were going to say read a goddamn book, like you didn't know that all these very real facts about seal properties.
A police officer went into an apartment she thought was hers and shot the resident to death. On the plus side, she murdered in his apartment so she doesn't have to go home to a mess.
Damn.
That's actually pretty funny.
I said it too quickly, I think.
Yeah, no, it's a good joke, though.
That was all right.
Yeah, it's acceptably.
Yeah, no, my voice is high because I think it's good.
Yeah.
I wrote that before I saw the fucking news story that now they're like, Fox News, like, he had weed in his apartment.
that can suck
That's
my
so
fat
fucking aggravating.
That was the word. Oh my! Like it's just like, how do you not like? Sometimes I feel like media companies just like, all right, let's just get in trouble and fucking make it like
It's like let's go. Oh no, 4 million people talked about Fox News today. We're in because nobody who's mad about that was watching Fox News.
Well, yeah, and no, it's just gonna.
But now fucking weird fucking psychos are gonna be like, he deserved it. He carried 2 ounces.
That happens every time there's like a crime with like anybody. It's just like, oh, this lady got raped by 7 people in the park, but one time she had a beer. Like,
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, then she's the bad guy. They should sue her. Like, it's fucking nonsense.
Yeah, Trayvon Martin wasn't wearing his "Don't Shoot Me" hat. It was his fault. Like every
It's gotta be
fuck.
such a bummer because you're already a black guy in Texas. So every time you're outside, you're like, yeah. You're in your house. You're like, good.
Oh, I
made
escaped.
it. Safe.
We made
And then
it.
You're like, son of a bitch, how'd
Yeah,
they
God
get in?
damn it.
Wait, I thought this was base. I thought
they're
I had
stealing
immunity
home.
here.
Man, I just had the exterminator come out to spray for racist cops. I don't know, one of them got in the fucking fridge or something.
Yeah. Oh man, what? Okay, this guy who we fucking hammer murdered in cold blood at his daughter's birthday party.
Yeah.
One time he went on fucked. So I mean, he definitely had it coming.
Yeah.
All right, gang. Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh apparently eats spaghetti with ketchup. When GOP lawmakers found that out, they said, "Wait, I thought this guy was against abortions."
Fuck ketchup.
The funniest thing is I thought it was
Now
good.
that, like Tom's opinion on ketchup is slow. Like now when I have it, I'm just like, this is pretty gross.
It's just fucking paste. It's
so
disgusting.
sugary. It's like
sugar.
there's so
There's
much
no
sugar in there.
tomato.
I like it sometimes. I don't like it all the time.
I mean,
It's,
I prefer like a hot sauce on my French fries. If I'm being honest,
I do too.
You know what
I
it
do
is?
too.
A hot sauce doesn't get like I want like a ketchup with the hot sauce in it. Like the mixture is good.
Oh, dude, Baker's this local IE like a fast food chain,
Right.
mixes fucking habanero ketchup. That is bitchin' good.
Oh, shit.
See,
Yeah.
maybe if there's some habanero in it, I can maybe fuck with
and
that.
it's got like a
but-
legitimate kick. It's not like the fast food spicy where they're like afraid to make it actually spicy. And it's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
this is really spicy for fucking white moms.
Yeah, for a
You
Del
know?
Taco, this is fire.
They're just
Yeah,
like, hey,
it's
buckle your
hotter than
dicks.
the Capri
You're at
Sun.
Baker's fuckface.
Welcome to the 909, cocksucker. We're gonna melt your dumb teeth.
Welcome to Baker's. Hope you got a large root beer, bitch.
The FDA is considering banning e-cigarettes and vape products. Connor McSpadden was seen marching on Washington chanting, "Blood and coils! Blood and coils!"
Oh, that'd be great. The vape rights activists take to the streets.
You know it's going to happen.
Oh, I mean, they already do, man. They fucking, they really are the worst.
Yeah, I don't know what's more embarrassing to be, a vapor or a podcaster. Like, they're both just like things where like, I like that we do it, but I don't like anyone else that does it.
Oh, I mean, that's all of my interests. Like fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, you know? Like,
no, same.
geez.
Everything I love, I hate everyone else that loves it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just have to I try to be, I just don't rep it. I don't talk about anything I enjoy because none of it is like, oh, wow, yeah, no, everyone knows everyone that does that is great.
Well, fucking
That Dragon Ball fan base is pretty tight.
Yeah, anytime someone is asking me about myself and I have to get to the podcast, I'm always just like, and I have a podcast.
I know.
No, but I swear people listen to it.
It's kind of funny.
It's good. We had the 9/11 guy on twice. I mean, that's fuck.
Yeah, what's his name, Ramsey?
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
All right. New Hampshire man was fined $124 for kicking a seagull trying to steal his sandwich. I've heard of a crane kick, but this is ridiculous.
I like that.
I'm mad that you guys didn't laugh at the first joke, but then laughed at that joke.
The way you
yeah,
said
dude.
New Hampshire man made him sound like a shitty superhero.
I was about to say,
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's not Vermont, the other one.
Yeah, he's on the West Coast Avengers with Squirrel Girl and I don't know, the guy that's never missed a credit card payment. I'm pretty sure that's his name.
Captain Skateboard's pretty all right.
Yeah, like the cowboy dude from that one Justice League Unlimited. They got him, I guess.
Yeah, the worst Green Lantern. One with the weird haircut.
Which one?
Guy Gardner.
Is he the white one?
Yeah,
then
there's a lot of white
that's
ones.
okay to say.
Most of them are the white one.
Yeah, well, you know what? Not mine.
Almost everyone
Not
in
my
comic
Green
books
Lantern.
is the white one.
Yeah. No, look, here's the deal.
You call him something else, like Black Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Not even Black Lantern.
No,
Black Green
we call him the Forest Green Lantern. It's a darker shade of green.
There you go.
Yeah, or I don't know any other kinds of greens.
The dark Green Lantern. We call him Jamarcus. His name is John.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
John Stewart, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, for the Daily Show.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
the same guy.
He does a lot of cat skills shtick while he's making big hammers with his ring.
He uses the ring to have a hand come out to ring his collar. Just,
Dude,
"Hey."
I
Did you
know
see
like
that interview
three
the Green
celebrities.
Lantern did with Condoleezza Rice? Tense. All right, the author of a book called How to Murder Your Husband has been charged with murdering her husband. She's been denied bail in light of her sophomore release, How to Skip Bail. Yeah,
That's real fun.
It's like now when I read the news, I'm just like, can I just read the headline and we'll just laugh at the fucking the doom of it all? Like, is there what is there to add at this point?
It really does get, it's just like, other than like doing a dumb, silly thing, I'm just like, I can't make a darker version of reality.
Like, just culture is just satirizing itself. I was at an Urban Outfitters yesterday, and they have the Deadpool 2 soundtrack on vinyl, and I'm like, what are we? Not since I saw House of Cards on DVD. Like, I'm like, this is what the whole point of Netflix is. You know,
when it's like a thing. There are so many things where I'm like, I don't even know if the people buying Deadpool 2 soundtrack on vinyl think it's ironic or if they think it's genuinely cool.
I don't think they're thinking.
Gun to their head, I don't think they could tell you.
I don't think so either.
And there's certain like pop cultural things. I don't know if we really hate Smash Mouth or love Smash Mouth or where this world stands on Smash Mouth.
Yeah, and it's like I feel weird being sincere about anything because I actually do like I'll rock out to Smash. Not all the time, but like once every month and a half, I put on some Fushu main cuts.
You gotta feel the
I made a
moonwalk to
workout
walking
mix
on
and
the
I threw
sun.
Nervous in the Alley is on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
God, there's nothing has made my blood fucking get hotter with rage than thinking of you jogging in the park while you listen to up-tempo third wave ska.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. That's mostly what that playlist is.
God damn it. Keith's just like, I'm having a groovy day, getting some cardio. The real big fish is getting pumped up.
I love it.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Real
love
Big
it.
Fish is not on there. Goldfinger is.
Yeah.
Superman. It's the one Goldfinger song.
You can all right, look at the next podcast on the Bad Audio Network. Tom vaguely remembers how songs goes. I'm
sorry,
and hums them while only using the same note over and over.
I'm sorry.
again.
My new workout regimen will be. My new workout regimen will be. I'll just make a playlist of like atonal fucking throat singing, and I'll just drag coffins full of babies to the sea.
Yeah, why don't you do
would
what-
that be better for you?
Why don't you do
I
what I
listen to
do,
that shit.
which is frown at myself in the mirror while I do curls and listen to Public Image Limited songs
Yeah.
from the 70s.
Can I have the least fun version of everything?
Yeah.
All right. The ACLU is suing a Wisconsin school for banning yoga pants. I say if our students want to wear tight yoga pants, let them. It said that one teacher no one trusts.
Yeah, man. I mean, I try not to. Yeah, it's one of those basic things where it's like, yeah, man, yoga pants are fucking hot, dude. I mean, I don't know what the jury's out on that one. It's fucking.
They genuinely are. Yeah,
it's just fantastic.
Yeah, well, and the argument there is they're like, oh, they're not making dudes can wear skinny jeans. They're not banning anything for dudes, but like girls, if they have anything that shows their body off, they're like, that's outlawed.
Distracting.
Your butt will ruin education. If you're not a good enough teacher to like teach a class when there's just the concept of a butt nearby, you're bad at being a fucking teacher.
If there's a good butt, more kids will go to the class.
Yeah. Also, you're sitting during class.
Yeah.
Who cares?
This is the Tom God. This is the Van Damme Academy. There's strippers at every
big
lecture. Well, yeah, of course they're gonna go. We want to see the tits.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. All right, now how many tits are up there right now? Weirdly, 5. I don't know what happened to that. Oh, that's an Amazonian art
Raise
shirt.
your hand, and when I shoot you with the T-shirt cannon, it's your turn to answer the question.
Oh, dude, yeah, fuck yeah. That's what we're just gonna pep rallify like education pretty soon. Where there's gonna be some college where it's like, yeah, we're teaching like fucking complex political theory, but we still throw Jolly Ranchers out if you get the right answer.
Yeah, we like to party. No one hates a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, imagine if the Jolly Ranchers were nipples. More kids would go to class.
Yeah, they just threw a bag of loose nipples at you.
Well, I miscalculated the toss and I hit that vegan chick, and I guess there's crushed up animal bones in the gelatin, so now I've been sued for $1 billion by someone that has never bathed.
Yeah, I sneezed in a room with a woman, so now they're taking my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye, children.
The Mean Boys podcast is now on Gas Digital. Broads trying to stop me from throwing candy at them.
I don't even know what stance we're taking here.
You can now be kicked out of your Uber in Australia for being rude. The good news is, to be considered rude in Australia, you have to shit in the driver's cup holder without screaming your support for the local rugby team.
That's very funny.
Yeah, they're rude people.
Oh, so how do you not call it a kangaroober?
Points. I love it.
Give me points.
Points.
Yeah, kangaroober. Let's just fucking enjoy that one for a second. No, then you just hop in the pouch,
Yeah.
and he's got little bottles of water in his butt,
That's a terrible way. Why wouldn't you just have them also in the pouch?
Well, yeah, no, there's not enough
It's
room.
a storage facility. You still
don't
put
want to
bottles
say
up
It's
in
like
the
riding in
water.
that like Sparrow car from Austin Powers.
I like
it's
the idea
like a
that you just put
one-seater.
bottles like one by one up his ass so you can just chain gun him out.
Yeah, like a
Connect
Pez
your
dispenser.
iPod to its
Well, yeah,
tail.
you Fonzie him with your elbow in the kidney, and then you fucking catch it, and then you crack it open. I was hanging out with a girl, and she had those little bottles of water in her house. And I'm like, why would you get the little ones for your home? Get the big ones. It's like we're just going to drink more of them.
Yeah.
You know? What are we doing?
Nobody ever wants that much water, really.
I mean, if I'm at the bank and it's a free, I'm like, all right,
Well,
whatever.
I'll take it whenever it's offered, but I always want more water than that.
It's like one sip of water.
Yeah.
And it's like for a flat of them, it's not that much less than a full size fucking thing of
for
real
like half
water.
the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just more.
It's
Is
like a third of the
more
water.
pollution.
this the
More-
tube tie girl? Because she really just wants to make more garbage to throw at birds.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
there we
her.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she earned it. Guys, the New Mexico Spa's signature blood-infused vampire facial may have exposed hundreds of customers to HIV. Now, call me old-fashioned, but back in my day, a vampire facial is when a guy in a cape comes a bat in your mouth. Blam!
Wait, what the fuck is what is any of that?
Vampire facial. I gave you all the
vampire.
information you needed in the setup. You just a blood-infused vampire facial.
What is a blood-infused vampire facial?
It's some kind of fucking facial that involves blood. It's been infused with blood.
You
It goes
just
on your
cum
face.
blood on her face?
No,
What is
it's not a facial with your dick. It's at a spa, which
Yeah,
would lead
it's
you to believe there's not a guy who's fucking like
I don't
poking
know what
himself
they
in the
do
nuts and
behind
then
closed
coming blood
doors.
on your face.
Wait, so
Count Sackula is not just blowing bloody
hang
loads.
on.
Tom, your
So-
inability to access the most elementary of context clues. New Mexico. I said all of
where do
this.
they get the blood?
From guys with HIV, clearly. Gay dudes, I guess.
Every element of this was
Is this what the Red Cross does with our blood?
No,
Let's stop donating if this is where our blood
You
goes.
can't give blood to the Red Cross.
I've given a lot of blood to the Red Cross. They won't stop
the
calling
pot
me.
calling the kettle right there. Yeah, you can't give
Well,
blood.
I can't because I'm kind of gay, and Tom can't because most of it is fudge. But the point is,
It's toffee now. But
yeah.
like,
Well, here's the good news. Your husband has had his life saved after that devastating construction site accident. The bad news is he will not stop talking about Carmelo's form in the ring.
so we don't know where they get the blood. What is the blood supposed to do to the face?
Make it a better face, Tom. That's what facials do.
I think the idea is that you rub stuff on your face. Some of it is blood, and then it makes your skin better.
God, you take umbrage with the strangest things.
Oh, I'm sorry. The most psychotic thing I've ever heard is weird to me.
That is not the most psychotic thing you've heard in the last 45 minutes. All right.
I don't pay attention to the things I say. Besides that is the most psychotic thing that's insane.
Video game company EA is being sued after a shooting at a Madden tournament. In a statement, they said, quote, EA in no way supports violence against the innocent. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have to write another check to Ben Roethlisberger.
Shots.
Yeah.
Straight up calling out the hypocrisy of the monopolistic gaming industry.
Yeah, we showed them.
I'm going to start my own woke football game where
everyone is bad at it.
I get all the players that are left over. All right, so I get two like woke guys that don't want to do it.
The only Asian quarterback.
Yeah, you play flag football, and everybody sucks, and it's
no one
really,
has a good time.
Yeah, it's the announcer is like John Legend or something, and it's just. And he's like, man, you guys seem like you're all having a good time out there, you know?
Everyone's really supporting each other.
Yeah. We're doomed, guys.
Press X to high five after the game. Tom?
Oh, yeah, that's me. A new study reveals that roller coasters can help get rid of kidney stones. Wow, kidney stones are a weird thing to call a pregnancy.
All right. Tom would be great as
I know that's a weaker joke, but, I just anything where
Tom
we
would
can
be
kill
great
a
as
baby.
a rapper because, before you get the verse started, you're like, yeah, I had to do it again. Yeah, you guys ain't ready for this, but it's coming. But Tom's like, oh, yeah, it's my turn. Okay, first off, fuck your clique and the crew. You got... shit.
Yeah,
I don't like
straight over by torrents. The other one, okay.
Yeah.
Compton.
Yeah.
That's what, okay, there it
the
is.
city of... I'm from a lot of places.
I rep the freeway by my house.
Yeah, repping the 73 toll road. Yeah, okay.
You rep a toll road?
It's the end of that fucking Dre song. Just, hey... Oh, I was supposed to go? Okay. Smoke the pots all the time. Okay.
Oh, dude, that's my new favorite bit. Tom Goss, Nate Dogg. They ain't no fun if they don't have Tapatio. A woman overdosed in a Burger King bathroom, thought she had a miscarriage, and then the baby was found alive in the toilet. The faithful have long been kept waiting, but the one true king has been reborn to bring glory to our land once again and destroy the wretched caliphate of Wendy's. That's how you. That's the prophecy. Yeah. Someone thought as soon as someone miscarried, he's the Burger King now.
Yeah,
he gets to grow up and.
Yeah. I think he marries the Dairy Queen on some fucking. The Game of Thrones shit.
Oh, that's probably a good Rule 34 that's out there. Is like the Burger King butt fucking like a cow with a tiara,
Yeah,
like while he drinks a milkshake,
the weirdest
out of her tit.
One time I tried to find just porn of the Pringles guy, and I didn't find very much, but it was really funny. There's one
the Pringles guy.
The guy on
You're
the
trying
Pringles
to find
can.
Joe Dosh's news.
The like before times emoji fucking face?
Yes,
okay.
and also shut up.
Wait, the before times emoji?
Because he looks like an emoji face, but he has a big goofy mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just like a big hat. Yeah, but it's literally just him like taking the panties off like a cartoon girl and just saying Pringles. That's all it is.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's very odd.
Wait, so he doesn't even fuck?
No.
What kind of porn is that?
What's up? It's bad. It's bad porn.
When the Patreon gets to $5,000,
I'm sorry, there's not more hardcore Pringle pornography.
When we get to $5,000 on Patreon, we will self-fund and release an animated clip of the Pringles guy
fucking Tom,
Mr. Peanut. Two underrepresented characters in
I bet you Mr. Peanuts
capitalist hentai.
By the way,
Mr.
I know
Peanut?
we're gonna.
Well, yeah, it's Mr. Penis or Mr. Peanuts, and he's got his nuts out.
I know
There you go, Mr.
we're gonna
P on you.
plug this in the intro, but fucking leave a review so we can go meet Keith's mom because I have a very fun idea for the next fucking review goal that you guys are gonna love. So hurry the fuck, hurry! It's on subject.
Okay.
Keith's turd. Sorry.
Horror film The Nun opened to huge numbers this weekend.
No, that's Tom. He's doing the oh yeah, it's me. And then Tom does his verse, and he's like, okay, Keith's turn. Yeah, I'm gonna let my little homies ride on you or whatever. Yeah. So here they are. Okay, you go now. Oh, I talked over. Okay, you're only gonna do 12 bars. I keep talking. I'm sorry. Okay, 10. Just your best 8 starting now.
Horror film The Nun opened to huge numbers this weekend. Critics are calling it a terrifying ordeal that is still less upsetting than the actual Catholic Church. Look, man, I wrote 4 good ones.
I really,
I didn't even write one good one.
Yeah, that really curb stopped
that
all momentum.
spaghetti abortion one
Sometimes
was-
you realize you didn't write 5 and you have one left over from the Ranazizi debacle, and you just port that over.
Oh, that's what I did. Yeah,
That's what I think we all did.
Yeah.
Wait, where was the joke?
Coming this summer to UPN, it's followed
Okay.
by word.
a police. Oh no, I already did that joke.
If anyone can find full episodes of Under One Roof, the Flavor Flav sitcom that I adored, and I was the only I watched every. They made like a 22 episode season,
Right.
and it begins with a fucking like Fresh Prince of Bel Air ripoff where he just explains the plot, and he's like, "Yeah, my brother crashed his car, and I went to jail, and now he's rich, and now he owes me one, and now we live together, but I'm Flavor Flav, and he's a square, even though he crashed the car,
Yeah.
and we got a family, and it's under one roof."
And that's
You know?
the show.
And one time Twista was on. That was like their big celebrity.
Dude, I
gig.
used to
weird
love
shit.
Twista.
Yeah, well, and this was like well past like the Twista fucking heyday. If there
the
really was
Twistomania
one.
headlong coming.
Oh yeah,
Twistomania.
and then he rapped really fast, and they were like, "All right, let's go to the party." And it was like, "Okay." And it was just the worst fucking show. And
Oh, man.
I haven't been able to find any of it online, and there's barely proof that it existed. But it was my favorite fucking thing ever.
Okay, we gotta
Sorry.
watch that shit.
Yeah, Tom.
Yes, a high school student was kicked out of a Trump rally when he wasn't making the right face in the background. Security claims the problem was that his face was not covered in soot.
You see what I like about when Tom
Damn it!
is like you don't like. Me, I
Dish
just
it
kind
out.
of reword the headline or whatever.
Yeah.
But Tom rewords the headline in how he interprets it.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, yeah, Volkswagen's in trouble because they didn't make their cars not lie enough, you know? And then you're like, oh, okay, I know what he's talking about. But instead of saying, like, oh, Volkswagen's under fire for their, like, diesel cheating emission stand, he's like, yeah, okay, so Chick-fil-A is bad at liking ABBA, and now people are doing a boy
here's what I'll say
cat.
about
On
that.
a scale of 1 to milkshake, arugula has now been declared a sandwich.
Here's what I'll say about that. I do that all the time, but for that fucking story, that is the headline. It was almost word for word.
Oh, really?
Homie
Yeah,
makes
on
that face.
Fox, because on Fox they just fucking. I always go to Fox because
well, yeah,
their
Fo-
headlines are just insanity.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Okay, so yeah, I've been forgetting to do this for 2 episodes now. Someone fucking DM'd us and told us to make fun of her boyfriend for his birthday or something. All right, _Syra wants us to roast this guy or just call him dumb, or something.
What's his name?
What's
face?
what is the fuck is his Felicity Garbage?
Felicity
Okay.
Garbage.
All right, so here he is. He's got a mohawk, and he looks stupid.
Is he on Insta?
Yeah, well, here's a picture of him.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yeah, you look bad, my dude.
Yeah, you don't look good at all.
You look like the dude that got turned into Rocksteady in the Ninja Turtles. Like,
There you go. There's your birthday roast.
Yeah.
Stop messaging me. We did.
congratulations on being the 3rd shittiest zombie in Return of the Living Dead.
There you go. Wow. A personal roast from Keith Carey, the
Tip, tap,
roast
top.
guy
Man.
who doesn't do anything else.
Hell yeah, it's my only thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, the Mean Boys podcast will be right back.
Welcome back to our exclusive coverage of the WNBA Finals right here on ESPN 12. I'm Chuck Fortley, joined in the booth by my new partner. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself to the folks at home?
Alex Jones, prophet, patriot, last line of defense against the liberal death machine.
Great to have you, Alex. It's a beautiful night here in Washington as the Seattle Storm head to D.C. to take on the Mystics. The Mystics have had a dominant season but have lacked the offense to stay competitive against Seattle. We're going to need to see more accurate shooting from them tonight if they want to win this thing. Alex, any thoughts as we approach tip-off?
Chuck, let me tell you something. You cannot be more right. The storm is coming to Washington, all right? I'll tell you, the storm that rains globalism and thunders gayness out of a dark, abominable cloud. And this storm, by the way, washed me right the fuck off every legitimate platform. I've been purged from Facebook. I've been bamboozled off of Twitter. I got straight up hoodwinked out of my YouTube following. They canceled my Blue Apron subscription. The storm is here, and if you're hearing this transmission, here's my advice. Huddle under the umbrella of truth, because the globalist clouds will pour their plague of lies all the way down upon the common man of America until all good men drown in the blood of patriots. That is what these people want, Chuck.
Good insight there, Alex. And Seattle takes control of the ball early. Clark takes it up court, passes to Stewart. Stewart looking over to Paris.
Ah, Paris, Canada, San Francisco. Let me tell you something. People These will be the world capitals when the queer Illuminati begin to take control. It's already begun. Men are becoming women. Women are becoming doctors. Doctors are becoming semi-trucks and fighting Decepticons. They want to confuse you, to blind you to the truth of God. American God. None of that Haji Wiggly Arm elephant crap.
And Paris drains it for 2. A strong start for Courtney Paris. Truly one of the most physical athletes in the league right now.
See? Look at her. Those shoulders, that jawline. I mean, look, here's what's going on, Chuck. The globalists, they're putting crazy She-Hulk chemicals in the Gatorade. They're turning ladies into big old berserking refrigerator Hulkamaniacs, and we're just going to have to stand up to these women when they've got periods strong enough to break down a 3-foot steel door. Some of these bitches could break through the entire Get Smart intro scene. Now, sure, I'm a racist and a bigot and a bad barbecue chef, and I'm no longer allowed to use the internet at the library. By the way, there's an E when I spell library. It's after the I. That's what you get what I'm putting down. But you watch Kathy Griffin's going to come out of the New Year's Eve ball and say the go word, and then all these muscle-bound estrogenical terminatrices are going to be activated, and they're going to shoot Christmas in the fucking head in the middle of Fifth Avenue, and then they're coming to eat our young.
You said it, Alex. Speaking of young, tonight's telecast is sponsored by CBS's Young Sheldon. This week, Sheldon learns there's no scientific formula for falling in love. That's Young Sheldon, CBS, right after the game. Washington now making a drive to the basket, and picked off by Jackson.
Oh, we're all going to get picked off by Jackson, Sharpton, Oprah, Tiffany Haddish, Medea. Ah!
I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't care. We're literally just here to provide background noise for whatever retirement home accidentally left us on in the TV room. We'll be right back with more coverage of the WNBA. The WNBA, somehow still a thing since 1997.
Oh, and the Mean Boys podcast returns with the comeback of our favorite game. We haven't done this in a little while. I'm excited. Motherfuckers, let's play Which of the Following.
Guess who's back?
Sabito Hayes writes in, for Connor's eyes only, all caps.
Jesus Christ, calm down.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? Why is this fucking... Are people really worried that we're cheating on the games that we don't really...
Respect the integrity of, is this my butt or Hitler?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but it's like, I don't know, people getting mad about like the games that are really just a jumping off point to go, that sounds like extrapolate.
Yeah,
you know?
What if that guy had a boner?
Well,
like, that's the riff we've ever
I want Keith to lose my rapper challenge.
Yes, I will be the lord of knowing about rappers.
Yes.
Tom, give me a villainous laugh.
Yes.
Tom, take that back.
Huh?
Continue.
What is this fucking...
It's villain laugh.
That's neither.
That's how a guy that goes to a strip club alone laughs. Okay, this is the worst podcast. This podcast sucks so much.
Dude, we fucking... We are idiots.
What's funny is like you look at the page and like you see the total amount you've been paid out, and it's like a new car's worth of money to do simultaneous witch laughter.
Yeah, welcome to fucking boner camp.
And play a game that someone else did all the work for, where we go, man, that's a bad name for a rapper.
Yeah, your name shouldn't be Lil whatever it is.
Yeah, this should be Big
What
Dummy.
about normal size Wayne?
Yeah.
What about a standard Wayne?
Has there been a little penis yet?
Yeah, you.
Probably. Well, Lil Dicky is kind of like that.
Lil Dicky, yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of the joke.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys.
Stop dick shaming. You haven't seen my dick.
I'm going to dick shame you forever. You've been dick shaming yourself for so long.
Well, yeah, God dick shamed you when he gave you that little ass dick.
I'm going to tell you the same thing I've told several women.
God was like, okay, we got the schizoaffective disorder, you know, we got the bipolar, we got the poor glands for fatness. It's missing something.
Yeah, I'll tell you the same thing I've told.
Tiny dick, of course.
Same thing I've told several women that I've broken up with. If you spend long enough telling me you are unworthy of praise, I'll just believe you.
Oh, really? Like if a girl's like, I hate when you compliment me. And
I've had girls just be like, when somebody just constantly is just like, I suck, I'm the worst, I'm terrible. At a certain point, you're like, well, I guess you suck. Like,
Yeah.
I thought you were kind of cool, but
That's me in a relationship.
you convinced me.
I'm like, look, if you're fucked up, I'll fix it. Like, I'll cheer you up and I'll take care of you or whatever.
Right.
But if you're fine, I'm just going to go to my baseline, which is hating myself deeply, truly, and eternally.
Yeah.
You know, and then they're like, can I cheer you up? And I'm like, no, nobody ever has. And they're like, well, I feel useless. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry about that. You want to have sex or something? Or go
Pretty
to the movies?
savage thing to like be real about.
Yeah, you want to go like walk? Like I'm like I don't know. I'm just being honest. Like I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
look,
I get it.
I don't want you to waste your time trying to make me happy because it's impossible. You know?
Can I predict something?
Yeah.
I think by next year, Connor will have a kid on the way.
Oh, jeez.
It's the most unhappy I've ever seen you.
Well, I don't think I will
recording
because
this.
I'm very careful when I have sex.
You know
Are
who
you,
else
though?
was careful?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
That Juno lady didn't help her.
She wasn't careful at all.
I
Well,
thought
yeah,
she
Here's a couple
wore...
things. I never come from actual intercourse.
Uh-huh.
I always wear
But like you can
condoms.
get like rogue agents like come out the dick hole.
Yeah, so
The scout ants.
Well, yeah. Look, here's the deal. You're combining rogue agents.
Yeah.
Like you're talking pre-cum jizz, which are the weakest sperm. You know,
Theoretically.
and then
I
so
assume you
they
were
have
made
to
of
break
them.
through the latex, you
Right.
know, and impregnate the women. And I also generally like I do have a conversation about it with people before I have sex, where it's like, yeah I'm like, you know, the like just an abortion talk, you know,
Yeah,
or whatever.
I mean,
It's
what's
like,
cool is no woman has ever changed their mind, so that's a pretty reliable.
I do my due
source
diligence.
of protection. I'm kidding.
yeah. So yeah, Tom, I'll bet you $100.
I don't have $100 to lose.
I want to
Tom,
bankrupt you. I want it like a Monopoly game.
$100 in 9 months.
Yeah, I want next year you to land on Park Place and go like, well, I guess I have to overdraft my bank account so I can give Connor some money because he didn't make a baby.
Fine. $100. Yeah.
Okay, what is it? What is the date?
It is
September 15th.
September
I'm
15th.
setting an alarm for September 15th, 2019.
Yeah.
And if there's not a kid on the way, you owe him $100.
Bang.
Bam. Somebody could talk while I do this because this is not compelling radio.
All right, guys. Which of the following is not a real?
Also, since we're doing that, everyone tweet at Keith that I'm still not in a cage.
You're
He
going
is
in the
no
fucking cage.
closer
You're
to
going in the
getting
cage,
me
you cocksucker.
into the fucking cage. He doesn't even own a cage.
I told you. I already
He barely owns a laptop to buy the cage on.
I already told
he will
Tom
not
makes a
give
lot
me-
of good points.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, hang on. Do you want to talk about laptops? Because I had to explain to Tom the concept of, like, Microsoft Office. He's like, oh, I've just been writing everything in Final Draft.
Yeah,
Well, you know, it's
an
it's-
upgraded version.
You guys want to know one of my favorite bits is when Keith has an open pizza box in front of him. I say it's his laptop because he's fat, and that just
good.
never doesn't make me so happy.
Yeah. I usually have an open pizza when I'm headed to a room to be with a person that I love and share that pizza with.
Dude,
While you come into your fucking Magneto prison of a life.
What a loser! He has
Just-
love.
you are truly wasting your time.
And just look at a testament to how unhappy success has made you.
No, I'm very happy, dude. I have everything I need.
Yeah.
I have a Yu-Gi-Oh clock with no battery. I have some fucking Target brand wipes.
You have a
for cleaning
multicolored
up-
lamp that I guarantee you have like strong negative feelings towards.
Well, I was at Home Depot and it was the only lamp, and I was like, well, I'm not going to a second place. I don't like this lamp, but I'm gonna get it. You
Yeah,
know?
Connor lives like fucking Count Olaf. I live like sober Bukowski, and you enjoy your
Well,
stupid
yeah, you know
love
me,
shit.
always trying to murder orphans. That's one of my. You know, I love vests and killing
Count Olaf.
children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
weird Paul.
Count Olaf before the books was just hanging out in his tower.
No,
being
I live
alone
like
and
a
shit.
like a monk. Like
Used to do
like an
theater.
urban
It's kind of
monk.
live like Jeffrey Dahmer if you never got hungry. Like it's just kind of like
What are you talking about? I got peanut butter right there, fuckface.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
open it
All right.
Filipino toe.
Right, number one. Filipino. I do wonder if different races of people taste different.
You gotta.
It depends on what you eat,
How do you know?
huh? Because that's fucking science. That's how. That's
No, hang on.
Cannibal, so it's more. It's,
what the animals eat affects how. Like if you eat a deer or like a wild
First
cow
of all,
as opposed to a
Tom,
like a
again,
regular
if wearing
cow.
that shirt, you're not allowed to refer to other races as the animals.
No, I'm referring to actual.
I know what you're
animals.
talking about,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like you're playing a dicey game here, my friend.
All right, I
no,
love
Tom
playing
ate
dice.
the garage rock band from England in the 60s. He
there we
actually
go.
ate fucking Eddie Burden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you eat a Filipino antelope, it tastes different than an American antelope.
I don't know that there are Filipino antelope.
Well, if you send one to Filipino, it'll
Yeah.
taste different.
Well, yeah, just from far away, I thought it was just a Mexican antelope, but then I guess it's Filipino.
Well, it's just an
kinda
antelope
the
that
same
loves karaoke, is what it is.
thing. The antelope and Jollibee confusing the shit out of everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, enjoy our national cuisine: fried chicken and weird spaghetti or some bullshit.
No.
Is Jollibee a Filipino thing?
Jollibee is a Filipino fast food thing, and their menu is just like, yeah, we're fucking. Here's like a Spam sandwich, and then a bucket of chicken or a pasta dinner. Like it's just.
Everyone San Juan got me some Filipino food, and I tried it, and I was just like, man, God bless you, but I'm not into any of this.
It's none of it's bad. It just feels like it's real. It's like they woke up like late for class and were like, "Oh, I have 7 minutes to come up with a national cuisine," and they just threw every element they had.
And I want to
This
go
is
back
my-
to this food.
This is my
point.
baklava argument, which is like this is the best dessert you
fuck-
could make
fuck off
before
with your baklava
electricity was
statement.
invented.
No, that's
you know?
bullshit.
Baklava is legit.
Baklava is
Not
amazing.
really. It's fun. It's like you understand we have access to fucking
You eat
butter
peanut
cups
butter
and
with your
fucking-
hands. What are you talking about?
like a
I
peanut butter
use
cup.
a knife, but it's like
I'm not disparaging. It's a different thing.
if
than a
I'm
peanut
gonna
butter
if
cup.
I'm gonna fucking absorb a lot of like sugar and fat and calories or whatever, it's like I want to just do straight. It's like I'm not gonna have a flapjack, like a stack of flapjacks. I'll just eat a piece of cheesecake,
Right,
if
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking fuck up my liver or whatever with all the sugar.
Right.
It's like baklava. It's like it's as bad for you as a little Snickers bar, but you're gonna enjoy a little Snickers bar so much more than a weird like Arabian log of nuts.
I would go for
It's not.
Arabian nut log.
Arabian nut. No, I would go for the baklava. It's just more expensive than Snickers bar.
Yeah,
I
That's
love
because Tom's
baklava.
bougie. Tom is he's materialistic, living
what
in his
are you
kitchen.
talking about?
His
That's
Gucci
All
sheets.
money bags, goss.
It's a fucking Saudi donut. Why are you saying that? What do you do? What it was? Oh,
I
I
almost
thought.
fell down.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Just see the thread count on Tom's
What was that?
tank
Oh,
top.
Keith, you've eaten a bunch of cum. They taste. Does it cum taste slightly different?
bunch.
Yeah,
Bunch.
yeah. Well, you've eaten a bunch of everything.
Yeah, I went down to Costco, got me a flat of cum.
Does all
Yeah.
cum taste the same?
No.
Yeah, that's because of their diet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
why do you think that would affect the rest of the body?
Well, yeah, I'm not coming on my antelope steaks,
Yeah.
That's not the point. You asked.
Well, no,
if people
I
taste
remember this
different.
from a Narnia book where they're like, oh,
Where they eat a bunch of cum?
yeah.
The lion, the witch, and the cum-hungry ass lion.
Yeah, the lion
A different lion, but he loves
Yum.
cum.
The Lion, the Witch, and that thing we don't talk about that happened in the Magic Forest.
Man, the lion, the witch, and the guy who really went into the closet.
Yeah, and the wardrobe or something.
Man.
Yeah, the cum tastes different according to diet. That's why they tell you to eat pineapple if you want people to enjoy your cum.
Everybody else in Narnia is trying to do like some like Narnia shit, and one kid is just like, "Where do they keep the cum around here?" Trying to get a bottle
Oh,
of cum.
dude, what's up, Mr. Cumness?
Whose dick do I gotta suck to drink some cum in here?
Mr. Cumnus.
Well, yeah,
Mr.
the
Cumnus.
goat leg cum is so much fucking. I mean, he's got powerful haunches, so he really just fucking bangs one. He's not Tom
like,
Head Jets.
leans
Mr.
back
Cumnus.
in it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like getting hit in the mouth with a wiffle ball bat.
Come into my cottage. Can I make you some tea? Sure. Oh my God. So yeah, which of the
They
following?
saved the day. She's like, still never got my cum.
Yeah.
Mr. Cumnus is our episode title, I think.
No cum, Jerry. We've had a lot. We've had a lot of good contenders.
We have.
Arabian nut log is
Wait,
up
we
there.
already said Arabian. There's an episode called Arabian Groceries. I try not to reuse the words.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
Never want to go back to the Arabian
Yeah, we'll
world.
probably go Mr. Cumness, I guess.
Yeah, Mr. Cumnus.
Mr. Cumnus is so. If you know literature, and I pretend to.
Literature. You know literature.
Yeah, literature. Isn't C.S. Lewis like one of those guys who turned out to be like a weird homophobic god guy?
Yeah,
or
he's
something?
super.
He
They're
was-
all Christ books.
They are Christian books, and he was like a pretty on Front Street Jesus
Yeah,
guy.
what?
What? I got tricked into believing in the God, but it was a lion.
I like C.S.
Yeah.
Lewis, though. He's a good writer.
Nah.
He's
dead to me.
fine.
Some of his other shit is good.
I only read
I don't know
atheist
if I've
books.
You ever read the
Other
Screw
shit.
Tape Letters?
No.
The Screw Tape
Yeah.
Letters is like the Glenn Ross of demons, where it's basically just like the letters between like this demon and the devil, where he's like, yeah, I'm trying to fuck this dude's life up. I'm trying to do demon shit, but he like believes in God, so I'm having a hard time. And it's just like demons like contemplating what it is to be a demon. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, that sounds boring. So which of the
You're
phones
right, that
are
sounds
real?
terrible. Anyway,
Was
list
it-
of black guy names.
Yeah. Hey, some of they could be Filipino.
They're not. They're not. We know they're not.
You don't know anything about rap music.
We know they're
You're
not.
too busy listening to fucking I don't know, bad fish while you go on your like 2 mile an hour jog.
Yeah, right.
And you leave a snail trail of debris in your wake. I'm like, oh yeah, well you made 2 laps. You can see because there's concentric rings of fucking.
I gotta give props to Keith for being consistent because the first time you did it, I was like, "That's awesome." I hope he keeps up with it. You've kept up with it pretty much this whole fucking time,
I've
man.
only skipped 2 days because I thought I was gonna my legs hurt.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's You
I only
son
stopped
of a
once
bitch.
when it was hard.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Are you done? Are you done hitching your wagon to someone else's work here? Can we play this game?
Yeah, and then you guys keep interrupting me to make bad points. So
Tight.
you know,
Awesome.
it's kind of hard to get into the show.
Good. That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're really ruining it
Yeah,
here.
you guys are really derailing.
We're really ruining it here. Well, you could apathetically misread off a
Come on, Mr.
laptop.
Calmness.
I will read it perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Is that what you're gonna do?
Which of the following is not a real rapper? Round number 1. A. Mariah Carey. B. X Thought. C. Young Boy Never Broke Again. Or D. Mr. Cheeks. Which should be the name of a horse that does porn. I think, like in this success, like
Like if Mr. Hands was a bottom.
was he?
Well, no, I'm saying like if that horse was the one getting fucked.
Oh
he'd
yeah,
be
Mr. Cheeks.
When they
I
say
forgot about Mr. Hands. That's what I
Mariah
was thinking.
Carey, do they mean a different Mariah Carey or adult Miley
gotta-
Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus isn't an adult.
Not really. Wait.
I need her to be.
Miley Cyrus.
I've done some stuff.
Well, Miley Cyrus is like the same age as you, Tom.
Right, but she's still like.
Have
she's,
you ever
she's a
fucked
kid
Mike
version.
Will Made It? I don't think you're allowed to talk about adult.
How many Hemsworths have you blown?
Yeah.
If it's not, get out of this podcast.
What is it? The same Mariah Carey? The like.
I gotta figure no.
Is it spelled the same?
Yes.
What were the other ones? Mr. Table or
All right,
something?
I'm gonna zoom
Yeah.
in here so you can just read them.
Yeah, that'll be good radio.
Oh. Okay, yeah, fucking Mariah Carey, X Thought, Young Boy Never Broke Again, and Mr. Cheeks.
I say X Thought is the fake one.
All right, Tom, what do you think?
I'm gonna go D.
All right, the answer B. X Thought is the fake one.
Oh,
Mr.
nice.
Cheeks. I do like that name. I like when it's kind of goofy.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, it's yeah.
Maybe it's like a. Maybe
Please,
it's
Mr.
like
Cheeks was my father.
yeah, maybe it's like
Call
a.
me Dave Cheeks.
Yeah, like a dirtbag, like left kind of like fucking like a trans rapper with a fat ass, you know? And
That'd
he's-
be fun.
Still has
Yeah.
a dick and like Mr.
Yeah, he's like a
Cheeks.
fat ass and a big old dong.
But just there's nothing better when then someone is like yeah, I'm gay, but I rap really fucking good, you know, and they're just like, oh shit, we got to deal with this now, you know.
Oh, we can't even be mean to you for being gay because you're good at rap stuff.
No, it is always great. Well, yeah, it was like the Eminem thing. It's like, well, yeah, he's white, but he's just tap dancing on all of your dicks
That's
right
the thing.
now.
You got to be the best at being a rapper if you're going to be the white rapper.
If you're gonna be the first guy that's different than the usual thing to do something, it's like you have to be like the best at it.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Jackie Robinson couldn't be like just a fine center fielder. Like,
Yeah,
you got to
yeah.
really come in there and fucking
I
slam.
thought he was a
ass.
shortstop.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, round number 2. Which of the following is not a real rapper? A. Lance da 6'1". Ugh. B. MC Frontalot. C. Stoop the Enemy of Mankind, spelled Stoupe. Or D. Tone Trump. I'm not crazy about any of these.
I already fuck all of this. I know MC Frontalot is real because that's one of those fucking nerdcore rappers.
Oh yeah,
I went through
that guy
like-
was when I used to listen to the Adam Carolla podcast when I was in like high school. I remember he was on an episode, and it's just Adam Carolla going, "Oh yeah, I don't really, I hate this, and I don't know why my producer put you on my show." He's like being polite, and he's just like, "Yeah. So you made a free album where you talk about fucking Sega? That's nice. Okay, cool, man."
Yeah, I went through like
You
a
ever- what's
three-
the deal with these little straws that they give you for the coffee? Is it just for and just like goes into?
I went
some
through a
other-
3-week period where I was real into like the idea of nerdcore hip hop, but then I literally just woke up one morning and was like, you know what? This is pretty gay.
No, we did one of those burn booths where there was a fucking like they're called the West Coast Avengers, and they were doing like nerd rap at that fucking like zombie festival. And I was just
yeah.
like, man, there's nobody. It was in the middle of the day. There was like 6-8-year-olds like half-heartedly like not, and I was just like, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my
I'm
fucking
an
life.
MC grown man in a Deadpool hoodie.
Yeah, and I was just like, guys, fucking just build websites, like you know.
Yeah, what if it was the Death Star? What if you died?
Yeah. All right, Tom, your thoughts? Which one do you think is fake?
It is.
6'1", MC Frontalot, Stoop the Enemy of Mankind, or Tone Trump?
I say Tone Trump is the fake one.
I think it's. It was Lance a 7-Eleven. What was it?
Lance the 6'1".
I think it's Lance the 6'1" because it sounds very similar to Royce the 5'9". I'm wondering if he just kind of fucking changed the syllables.
Yeah, that's correct. Number 2, fake one, Lance the 6'1".
Boom.
That's a done.
Oh, it'd be weird to like I feel like if you're gonna like be a rapper, you want to like have like you want to kind of fuck around on a different, like Joe Budden is like a Joe Biden pun or whatever.
Right.
You don't want to like go with another rapper.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't want to be like another white rapper called Skittle. You know,
Right,
like Eminem or
right.
something. All right, round number 3. Which of the following is not a real rapper? A. Young Dre, the Truth. B. Shinobi Stalin. Okay. It's one of those socialist anime Twitter guys who's just like, oh yeah, it's a cute lady, but all I do is talk about how fucking the Marx had some good
Seize
ideas.
the means of production for those anime body pillows.
Yeah, the workers must own the factories where we make the things we come into.
There are no ethical dubs
ads.
of Cowboy Bebop under capitalism.
Oh yeah. Well, but it syncs up pretty good with this fucking the riff raff song. C, your old Droog, or D, T-Jane.
Man, fuck all of these people.
I do like that. I mean, it's like the oldest thought ever. But I mean, just thinking about like when Tekashi 6ix9ine is like 80 years old, he's got to die like in 6 months. But
but the idea of somebody like, well, I used to be young butt nasty.
Yeah,
now I'm grandpa butt nasty.
Yeah, well, yeah, just like the fucking it's all wrinkled in his forehead, and you can't read it. You're like, does that say 88? And he's like, no, that's a Hitler thing. It's a sex joke. I got it on my face.
Mistakes were made.
Yes. Everybody
say,
sounds like Bane. Grandpa Bane.
Bane 9. I'm going to say T. What was it? Transgender or something?
T-Jane.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I think the young Dre the Truth is the worst name. I need Shuba Stalin to be real.
Shinobi Stalin. Shinobi's like a ninja, right?
Yeah. And what is he? Your old dog?
Your old Droog. Droog is what they, that's like means friend in Clockwork Orange speak.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I'm going to go see just because our fans would know Clockwork Orange shit.
I actually know that one's real, so fuck you, Tom. Round number 3, the fake one, D, T-Jane. Keith Carey on the board.
I'm so
really
glad.
Good at doing stuff.
Fucking Shabu Stalin's real, or fucking I just like the
Shabba Stalin. My favorite thing ever is when Stalin would just Photoshop dudes he killed out of that picture.
Yeah, that's so
yeah, because he would just it was like on the all that 1984 show where it's like, yeah, he was never in my cabinet. What are you talking about? There's that picture of him and then slowly just like erases dudes. I'm like, just take a new group photo, Stalin.
Like Back to the Future shit.
Yeah, you put on a couple pounds, but you're the dictator of a gigantic, like the biggest country.
It's hard to coordinate schedules. I've got stuff to do. They're going to be murdered soon.
Yeah, they have to be poisoned.
Everybody's busy.
Yeah.
It's me, Stalin.
Also, I don't show up on camera.
Oh no, my money.
Oh no, I took all your money.
Stalin is a vampire.
Yeah, well, he's a money vampire.
Blah.
Hey, come on.
I want to suck at winning a war.
I'm fucking propping up a coup over here.
Prop him a coup.
All right, round number 4, all Asian edition. Great. A,
hell yeah.
MC Mong. B, Rice Gum. C, Gyong Wang. Or D, Gangster NIP. So like Nick, which I believe is a slur.
It is, yeah.
Oh, well, oops. Is it hyphenated out like that, or did he just not want to make me say it, and I fucked it up?
No, I look. I think nip is one of those gray area ones where, it's a real bad slur if you're about to fly to the Pacific and kill them during World War II.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I apologize to any.
I mean, his
Japanese family.
It's in his name.
Look,
I assume.
No, I'm not gonna.
Well,
never mind. What do you got, Tom?
Yeah, if it's in his name, I assume he expects white people to say it. And it was in a quote, so Mazel tov.
There's also like Rich Chiga, you remember that with the fanny pack?
that guy ruled.
Yeah. He's awesome, but he did that song and he says the N-word in like his first like single or whatever, and he was just like, I thought it was funny to just be like a skinny Asian guy that said the N-word, and then I found out pretty quickly that was like not cool, so my bad. I'm gonna go by Rich Brian now.
Okay, MC Mung. Isn't Mung? Is Mung a slur? No, it's not.
It's a bean.
Oh, really?
Well, no. There's also like
I say rice gum.
there's Mongoloid.
Well, and then there's Hmong people.
Hmong people?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
I'm actually not sure either. But someone
very confidently.
Well, someone.
You look like a Hmong person.
Well, someone I forgot where, but they were like, there's a lot of Hmong people in here. I'm gonna find out I was saying a slur, and it's gonna really
like
bum
my
me
buddy
out.
who was dating a girl who's like had a long distance relationship with a girl from Serbia on the internet, and he just like he would just lie to her about shit
because
like
it's Mongolian.
when she came to America, his plan was like, I told her that Arbor Day is a big deal and everybody dresses up like a tree, so she's gonna go to work like, and he told her that we all do blackface on Martin Luther King Day and shit like that. He would just like tell her these like big outlandish lies or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay. So someone was just trying to get you to like say Hmong people and make yourself look dumb on a. It was me playing a long con. All right, I'm looking up Hmong people.
It's popping up, right?
Oh, yeah, Hmong people's role in Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Hmong. Oh, okay.
But it's pronounced Hmong.
Okay, yeah, there's a silent H there.
Yeah. And they're from Vietnam?
Yeah.
It's like a religion, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome back to Tom Goss's Tardcore history. Yeah, I think the Bolsheviks, I'm pretty sure they were the ones that lit themselves on fire because they didn't like the fighting.
World War II is one of the worldiest wars that there has been.
All right, guys, what are your guesses? MC Hmong, rice gum, Gyong Wang, or gangsta?
Rice gum, I think that's like an ingredient in like a candy bar.
Okay, Tom Goss.
Like
I mean, it is, but I also think that, rice gum is also, I think it's mochi, technically. I'm going to say, what was it? Gyong Yang?
I think that Tom gets very
Is that
serious
C?
and fact-based about any Asian shit.
Yeah. Because he went to Japan.
He went to
guys.
Japan once and therefore is a
well,
master
I
of the
also was
Orient.
I was raised Buddhist. Like, give me some credit here.
You were also raised white.
Yeah. I didn't know that for a very large portion of my childhood. I'm going to say C, but I can see all these being real.
All right, yeah, round number 4, C. Tom Goss takes the point.
Son of
Boom.
a bitch. We're tied.
I'm in the lead.
Nope.
Bitch.
We're tied.
Yeah, you guys are tied. All right.
I got
2. Tom is winning.
Wait,
Right,
you
this
got
next
you got
one-
two.
You got to answer differently, and you guys got to whoever first to pick gets it. So all real or all fake. A. Blackery. B. Super Predator. C. KK Crush. Or D. Mr. Whip Darky.
Real. All real.
I beat you.
Yeah, Tom God.
I said all before he said, all right, fine, I'll take fake.
All right. Yeah. Well, let's see. Those are all fake.
What?
Yeah.
Suck my dick. It's my
Ow,
dick,
wow.
and you suck it.
Well, that means there's
Eat
a lot.
all the cum like
means there's-
you are in Narnia.
That means there's a lot of hate in Sabito Hayes'
Yeah,
heart.
chill, Sabito.
Yeah, dude. Fucking whoa.
Hey, man.
Whoa,
Oh,
hey,
you call me
whoa.
a Hmong?
What are you coming up with all this shit?
Hey.
Although Super Predator would be real. You know, Kanye's first rap name was Average Black Shoplifter, weirdly enough.
Man, that's a really good rap name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of Kanye trivia for you here on Tardcore History, where Tom Goss explains here's the deal with Rome. We ran out of people that didn't speak Latin or whatever to rape, and then they didn't have enough gold to keep the aqueducts doing water.
I know what you're thinking. There's probably a lot to talk about Hannibal, and there is, but I'm going to spend 9 hours on the elephant situation.
Yeah.
I will be wrong, but I also will be passionate.
I was not wrong about anything
I
about
know,
the Hannibal
so we
situation. You
begin-
fuck.
Billions of years ago, when the first elephants, single-celled organisms, slowly started taking gene out of amino acids.
No, they did not
Eventually,
know
they
it.
got big and leathery.
Look, I'm
Now,
sorry
if you
I'm
poke
smarter
an
than you
elephant,
guys.
Bad
I don't
news
know what
for
you
your
want
knife
from me.
because they're too tough. You need to have like either a magic sword or a rhino tooth if you want to puncture the skin.
Yeah.
This made
their
them
skin
the
is made of a
perfect
material
thing to
called
storm the gates of Caesar and overthrow the empire. At which point, many stormtroopers were trampled. However, the blaster bolts were ineffective against the superior hides.
Meanwhile, a smaller but more trustworthy elephant took the ring to Mount Doom.
Yeah, and he attacked them again and again and again and again. All right, Mean Boys podcast. We'll be right back with your questions, comments, concerns, etc. in the Mean Boys mailbag right after this.
And now, sketches Connor was too lazy to write all the way out.
Autistic Cyclops. His weak point is his eyes. Just hit him with one blast and he'll be taken out for sure.
Okay, all right, yeah, I'm getting around to it.
Hi, welcome to Cafe Platitude. What can I get started for you? I'll have, there are plenty of fish in the sea.
Ooh, and an order of you miss 100% of the shots you don't take for the table. That was sketches Connor was too lazy to write all the way out.
Oh, and the Mean Boys podcast is back, and it's time for the Mean Boys mailbag.
It's a Mean Boys mailbag. Fuck everything. God is dead. Send us an email or give us a call. Have you ever heard the one about keeping the dog? It's a motherfucking Mean Boys mailbag.
That's where the jingle goes.
Jingled.
All right, we got some questions here. If you had a hurricane named after you, how would it be described? What kind of fucking question is that?
Yeah, it would be named Hurricane Fat Guy.
Well, yeah,
and it would be cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah, what are you? If you were a hurricane, how many people would you kill?
I'd kill.
I'd be a long hurricane, but not that bad a one, and Keith would be a big, short fucking shit.
Yeah, I'd kill 75 people and 2 dogs.
Dude, my hurricane would be wet, man.
Your hurricane would be a tornado.
I
like the question.
That you're like, man, I never want them on again. You don't have to name names, just kind of the general gist of what made it bad for you. Any guests you could have on again and again and never get tired of? From Harry Moore.
I don't want to name DeRosa's as far as bad guys.
Ramsey's band.
Ramsey Bandowie.
He's never coming back.
Who can we have on forever that we think is always like a ton of fun? Gareth is pretty much every time Gareth walks into this house, a little bit of light enters this building.
Opie's fun.
Yeah, Kyle Clark.
The whole house. Yeah.
Basically, everybody you've heard on the show more than once are like the people we could just hang out with.
Yeah.
And everyone else
Steve
is
is hilarious.
Yeah,
Ramsey's great.
I'd love to just be friends with Steve.
Let's make him the official fourth Mean Boy. I think he'll be into it.
Hilarious. Yeah, let's just Photoshop
He's
his
never
face
here.
over mine.
Yeah, Steven, he's just like, oh man, now I got to figure out who fucking Death to the Filth is. This is
right? Something called a dork homunculus.
Is he the same guy as Fetus Christ? And what who's this Ryan Colby guy? And why does he tweet me every day? So it looks like the fight isn't happening with @Irish Goodbye Pod. Are you desperate enough to forgive me for the horrible things I said? Except @Keith Tells Jokes, you know what he asked to do.
First of all, I love that I have to fuck you. Is what your implication? No, we don't forgive you. You're fired from being a pig child. We are strapping you to the back of a donkey and sending you out of the village.
Here's
You're
what you got to do.
us.
You got to punch Mike Cannon in the face, and then I'll forgive it.
Do not fly to New York and assault the second most likable Mike on the Irish Goodbye Pod.
Look, the rules are pretty stringent on this. The only way to return to her heart is by assaulting a rival podcaster physically in person.
I'm just
We
kidding.
will give partial credit for you doxing his mom, but you're gonna have to mail her poop if you even want to have your application considered by the board, of which I am the sole member and lead decision maker.
I would be fine if you left a burning bag of dog poo on the doorstep of the Chapo Trap House. That's another way to get into our fucking good graces.
I don't want no beef with them. I like Chapo.
All right, never mind.
It's one of the
Just heard who Connor wants to hurt.
It's one of the only podcasts I enjoy.
I don't even know.
Includes
who's
this
on
one.
Fair enough.
I hate it.
You got us.
I'm starting to everyone thinks it's funny to start beefs with other podcasts. I'm starting a beef with my own podcast. This is next level. All right? We're talking.
Some would call it self-sabotage. Ruining the few frayed friendships you still have.
It'll be an unlimited
But I prefer to call it a fun
economy.
stunt.
Bro, I have nothing but friends. I'm beloved.
Yeah, that's what you are.
Okay. What would you guys say is each your biggest comedian? Who gives a shit? As the number one King of the Hill podcast, would Hank Hill be a Trump supporter?
Absolutely
No,
not.
Absolutely not.
I think he'd be one of those Republicans like, well, he's not really our candidate.
He would lose him because he ties his ties too long. Like it would be
I wrote a whole thing after the election that it genuinely reminded me of King of the Hill because Trump is fucking Buck Strickland, where he's just like a shameless sleazebag con artist, and like America inexplicably fell for it.
Yes, one of Keith's thought-provoking Facebook editorials, where he's like, if you think about it, what's going on in Libya is basically real monsters, but with terrorism. And you're like, wow, dude, that's perfect for a '90s kid like me that wants to, feel like I understand geopolitical upheaval.
I don't know, man. I'm just trying.
Yeah, but instead of holding onto the eyeballs, it's the hopes of his people, and then he scares kids in a sewer or something.
Yeah. Well, if you want to take Connor's clinic on how to tweet like a 15-year-old black girl to desperately get 200 likes, feel fucking free.
If you want to go ahead and try it and try to do it better than me, you're welcome to.
I don't. I like to write things.
No, they're not good though. No one reads them. They see a big long thing and they go, I probably put some work into this, and I want Keith to book me on his blockbuster podcast. So I'll just click like and keep scrolling. And every once in a while they write deep in the comments. Or whatever.
Twitter's fun now. I like Twitter now.
Yeah.
No, don't you try to break up this fight. I'm going to war with you guys. You shut up, Tom. If you guys can fight anybody in history, alive or dead, who would you fight? Ooh. That's a good one.
Louis J. Gomez.
Oh, we said history. Not...
Yeah. But, by the way, stop tweeting at him. I don't want him to cancel the fight now.
I disagree. I think it would be hilarious if you guys both got Tom a fight and then got Tom's fight canceled.
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
sheer
I will-
dumb. Because the best part
I
is
think
it's
of
not
the-
everybody anymore. It's literally 3 guys.
And
It's
I
like
love you
Dorcom-
guys.
Yeah,
I love you guys. I appreciate
Yeah, you know
it.
that thing Thomas Jefferson said about slavery, where it's like holding like an angry dog on a leash and you don't know what to do with it. That's how I feel about the Mean Boys fans. Where I'm like, sometimes we give them an assignment, they're a little too much gusto.
Oh,
Yeah, we
they
gotta
are
point 'em
pit
at something.
bulls,
We gotta
and
point
I
'em at
love 'em
something.
for it.
yeah. I'm like, I don't know, guys. Just pick up some trash for until further
Yeah,
instructions.
send in your suggestions for who we should bully into suicide.
I will let you guys know as soon as I have a target for you guys, and I know who I'm fighting. I'll let you guys know, and you guys can go ballistic. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's a bunch of I don't know what's going on here. I think that's all the questions. We got a lot of voicemails though.
Oh, I had a couple on Instagram.
Yeah, we got some
Oh, yeah,
Instagram.
sure.
Let's see. Crespo asks Connor, what do you think about the upcoming Broly movie? Are you excited?
Yes.
Okay.
What is Broly?
Yeah. it's-
Follow up to this? And Tom and Keith, how much do you not understand or care about this question?
I don't care. I haven't really been following it.
Who's Broly?
So I think it's a Dragon Ball thing.
Yeah, it's
your heart clenched.
it doesn't matter is who he is. He's a fake alien
Yeah.
with macho powers.
I didn't think he was a real guy.
Is he
I
like
just
that
didn't
green
know.
I know.
frog?
You're interested.
What?
Is he that green frog?
Exactly what he is.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next
Kermit the
question.
Frog.
Yeah.
Death
Broly,
Radio.
the Prince of all Saiyans here. So I've got a power that comes deep from my royal bloodline.
Death Radio asks, how about each of you will use one word to describe your lovemaking style?
Jeez. Just one?
Yeah.
It's so rich and complex.
I'm going to say robust.
I'm just gonna.
All right, it's not a marinara sauce. It's Blaze Pizza.
Yeah, fragrant.
I'm gonna throw that
Robust.
emoji with that dude like holding his
Tart.
face, thinking.
I bet Keith tart. Yeah, Keith, yeah. After when Keith's just got done fucking, he opens his room and it's like, is someone preparing a sharp cheese in there?
I'm gonna put down.
Professional curdling operation.
Yeah, is someone just melting like gorgonzola crumbs over a fucking kerosene stove?
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go with funny. I've never fucked and not gotten some laughs. It's
There you go. You kill
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Dark, edgy. It's like fucking Christian Slater.
Fucking dweeb.
If you guys want to fuck that Yazoo the bear guy from Sesame Street or whatever,
Every
it's called.
word of what you said was wrong.
I don't
His
think
name is
I-
Fozzie. He's in the Muppets. And shut up.
I don't think I like having sex that much.
Yazoo the bear.
I think it's.
Are we doing this cycle again? I feel like every 2 weeks you're like, I'm going to quit fucking and become a monk, and then you're just like, I'm doing cocaine out of a butthole. It's like it's just
No, nothing like that. But I mean, it's like I just fucking. I think I just like. I guess I like making other people happy. I think is like one of the few things that makes me feel good. And it's like, well, you can make someone come, and it's like, yeah, that's pretty. It's about as happy as you can get, I guess.
Yeah.
But in terms of, I think for me, it's just kind of something to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why I think you're gonna have a kid.
I think about fucking in the same way like you probably think about like I might go check out Jack Reacher. I'm just kind of like, well, I got nothing to do, and I guess this is what I'm supposed to like this.
That's a good way to spend an hour and a half.
Yeah,
It
it's
cost
like-
me $9.
Yeah. All right, let's
Use
get
Booty Pass, so it's paid for.
Yeah.
Pass.
Oh, dude, Booty Pass is collapsing. They fucking can't afford all the butts. They actually have to pay for all those butts. A lot of people did. They thought they cut a deal, but they thought they were going to sell meta butt data. All right, let's hear these voicemails.
It's me.
What's up, mean boys? Ian here. If you could have sex with any type of sandwich, what would it be?
God damn it! I hate our fans.
What's up, guys?
All right, you got to fuck a sandwich. You want to go warm?
Panini. I feel like it's the tightest of the sandwiches.
Yeah, but I just feel like there's not enough room for a dick.
Bro, tuna melt, okay? You fold it in half over the penis.
It kind
and
of
you
smells like a pussy if you like squint your nose.
Well,
like-
it smells like a pussy.
It's lubed?
It smells like a pussy if you get all your information about pussies from 8th graders.
Look, pussy smells more like fish than it does like a vegetarian cold cut combo.
I don't need.
Well, I'm not gonna eat it out.
What kind of weird fat sex are you having? Where you're like, I want it to smell the pussy. Let me swirl it around. And
Yeah, you don't like
enjoy
the smell of pussy?
I do, but I mean, I'm not like, oh, fucking.
No, I like a fragrant cooch. I'm not going to apologize for that.
Well, I'd fuck a hamburger. Are you happy? A double. I like thick sandwiches.
I'm going with a Philly
What a
cheesesteak.
riff. Yeah? I feel like that fucking meat is too, like, jagged. You're going to, like, chafe up your dick.
Jagged meat. My dick has conquered more than a few slices of roast beef can throw at me.
That's what, I mean, that's kind of...
You don't think I fucked some jagged puss?
I guess probably, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pointy bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
guess-
Tom's whole deal.
I'm sticking to panini. You
All
know?
right.
I feel like I wrap it around there, and I get one of those ones with like pesto inside, and I try to use that for lube. You know, pesto is pretty slippery.
So I think the cheese whiz is the lube for the cheesesteak situation.
Well, I feel like if you like had a puddle of pesto, you could spin out a Mario Kart contestant.
Tuna melt.
Yeah. All right. There's your answer, man. The question everyone's been waiting to hear.
You should have received something in the mail about your car's extended.
I'm just gonna keep playing that. All right.
Hey, Mean Boys. So I just called a little while ago, asked the time travel question. Wanted to thank you guys for bringing some enjoyment to my shitty factory job, but for some reason I kind of panicked and got off the phone. But thanks for everything you guys do. Have a great day. Bye.
So yeah, that's the sequel to, I guess, the voicemail before it, which is this one, where I'm looking forward to seeing how he panics. When he sees the supervisors coming around, he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm supposed to be moving boxes," but I was asking the Mean Boys which Hitler they would fuck, young Hitler or dictator Hitler.
The answer is dictator Hitler.
Yeah.
Hey, Mean Boys. Calling on my way home from work. I should have thought this through a little bit more. All right, so we got a question. Would you rather have a time machine that you can go anywhere in time or anywhere in the world, but you can't return to where your life would have regularly been, or be able to transport your consciousness in your body anywhere in your lifespan? Thank you. Fuck everything. God is dead.
Oh, so I can go to like see what future Connor's doing or past Connor?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do either of these things.
No. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with me on any timeline.
Yeah.
That's bad. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess I would pick the former, and I guess I would try to go save history or something. Like I would just like.
See, I feel like I would.
I feel like it would start with me trying to save history, and then it's like, yeah, I kind of just bought Apple stock, and then
I feel like I wouldn't really do anything that big in terms of like changing the universe, because I don't want to butterfly effect everything and fuck everything up, and I'm not smart enough to avoid that.
Yeah.
I think I'd sort of live out this life until I get bored, and then I'd go like, what if I just spend like year 50 to like 75 of my life like living in the 1800s or some shit, like just do something wacky.
Yeah.
Or just go see what like the far future looks like. But like do it when I'm old and going to die relatively soon anyway.
Yeah. I guess you'd rather be 80 in the future.
Yeah, because then you're like, oh, we figured out how to make you live to be 180. I'm like, score. I get to start a new stand-up career at 80 years old in the year 5000.
Well, yeah, and then you're still doing. It's like when you see comics today, they're still doing their like Reagan impressions, you know. And they're like, oh, fucking thank God Hillary ran, because I got this whole Lewinsky bit I could just redo, you know. How about you, Tom?
I don't know. I've spent a good portion of my life wishing I could do the put your conscience in a different time thing. I've also spent a good amount of my life trying to travel in time, so I don't know which one.
Wait, you've spent a lot.
When I was psychotic, you know.
Oh yeah. I guess that's true. I pictured you making some kind of Calvin and Hobbes cardboard box machine that you were getting into, going like, all right, here we come, year 3000.
I guess if I could travel back, like when
I'm never gonna be the hottest person, but when the mole people take over, I'm gonna be a fucking 10. Okay, so
Tom would be the Brad Pitt of mole people.
Oh shit, I overshot it, and now it's just aliens. Fuck.
Yeah, I think transferring my conscience into younger me, just being like, oh, I can redo like middle school and high school without being fucking the cuckoo bananas, and just fucking
cool.
yeah,
you
know, play football or whatever, and jingle piano keys or. You know, sleep in a room. Yeah.
Wow, big dreams. Football.
Just have like a regular
indoors.
Just like have a regular life for that era. Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Just be a normal boy.
Yeah,
If I could go back and I think I would just be so pissed off that I had to do like baby shit, you know? Like if I had all my knowledge when I was 5, I'd be like, I'd just be in first grade like, I know how to spell cat for the love of God, you know, like I would just go nuts. I think.
I get that.
All right, next one. This one, this is just reading the predictive text.
Oh, Jesus.
It's going to be a bad one.
Hey, Hey there, me boys. Kermit the Frog here. I just wanted to call.
Well, Jordan Peterson is on line 3. Well, everyone, no, society has natural structures, and
the women were born to vote.
Yeah, we should make a human pyramid out of pussies, and then use it so we can reach the Axe body spray.
Everyone on the internet's new shitty dad.
Yeah, I wrote a lobster. It's a Tesla lobster that Elon made for me.
Oh,
And,
you charge it on your vape coil.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of the show. Anyways, now that we got that...
Whoa, Kermit listens? No
Yo,
way.
Kermit, you crazy for this one.
You're crazy for this one, Frog. It's your frog.
HBO money, we're looking for some edgier guests to bring on, so just give me or Kermit or me or Elmo a call if you want to, find your way down to Sesame Street. Anyways, I gotta let you go. It's Miss Piggy's night to peg me while dressed as a Swedish chef. Fuck everything. God is dead.
You are bad at doing things that are funny. That hurt.
Oh, well, that's the show, guys.
Was he trying to diss us?
That's the end of the show.
We can't end like this.
The show's... this is the last episode. That's our swan song.
That's our frog song.
I can't tell if he was trying to diss us.
No, he's just trying to be like,
being gay.
Let's say we don't have edgy enough guests?
No, he's saying that he wants us to come be on Sesame Street.
On Sesame Street on HBO, yeah.
It's a rough voice, guy.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog's young comedian special.
I like that we're
Dice
shitting
comes
on it
out,
when
he's
we
like,
literally did a Kermit the Frog impression.
Wait, that
earlier
was
in
the
this
real
episode.
Kermit the Frog.
Oh, did we?
Tom just goes, wait, that wasn't really Kermit the Frog. Is there any other voicemail?
Yeah, we got some. Let's see what
Let's
we
do
got.
one more.
All right, what's going on here? Ooh, okay. This will be good.
Hey, mean boys, it's the buffoon from the lagoon.
Yeah.
Listen, I got a real weird question for you. I might have been fired from my job for, letting the manager know that you cannot sell 2-month expired meat to people who work for a living. It's going to kind of ruin the reputation of your store. What are your thoughts on that, man? Would you eat 2-month-old meat? I mean, just what do you think? Just let me know on air, boys. Talk to you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye.
All right, look, I know I've been let go, but I brought in a note from the Mean Boys podcast that should rectify any grievances you had. So, yeah, he got in trouble for, pointing out his boss's, shady meat practices.
Yeah, I love this. What are your thoughts on that? We're going to be like, well, I'm pro old meat.
Well, yeah, no, if you're not aging your ham, then what's the point of...
What's the most, expired or, dubious thing you've ever eaten intentionally?
Intentionally? I don't fuck with expired.
I generally am pretty litigious.
Oh,
about
actually, the 2-year expired muffins you guys gave me.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We made fucking muffins from the great before time.
Yeah, no, we made fucking Civil War fucking pumpkin bread in the middle of the night.
Yeah, dark era baked goods.
I just came home and there were all these muffins, and then I ate a couple, and you guys were like, hey, those are pretty expired. And I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to eat some more. And that was the muffin
Well, there's just there's a box of pumpkin bread mix that was belonged to one of the tweakers that occupied this home before we lived here, and it was just there for the entire. It's been there for a year and a half that we've been here, and it's it's 2 years expired beyond. So it's been on that shelf for 6 years.
Yeah, this is a decade investment. In
and Ramsey,
bread.
I think, had just started doing Ritalin or something, and he's all jacked up in the middle of the night. He's like, "I'm fucking making this, guys," and he's just made.
Hey man, I'll be honest, it was pretty good.
It wasn't bad. Yeah,
It tasted slightly expired. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
no,
lie.
it didn't taste great.
It didn't taste. Yeah, it wasn't top shelf muffin.
It was it tastes very expired, but not as expired as you'd think.
Yeah, so I bought beef at one point.
I don't like how this is starting.
And I cooked some of it and I put it in the freezer and I just forgot about it.
Oh.
And then a year later I found the beef. And I was like, it's pretty frozen.
Yeah.
And I cooked some of it.
And you ate it?
Yeah.
It was fine?
It was totally fine.
I mean, yeah, I just had to pick out the teeth and, ignore its screams.
It was substandard beef, but it was decent. Tom looks horrified.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was frozen.
They put ketchup on it.
Oh yeah, frozen stops time.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you're Captain fucking America,
Well, yeah, no.
there's evidence.
Oh, you're basing your food logic off of a comic book.
Hey, am I dead of beef poisoning? No, I'm not.
I mean,
So-
not for lack of trying.
I mean, I'm dying a slow death of pork AIDS, but
Beef poisoning. That's what the dumb guy goes. Oh yeah, Mama got the beef poisoning, so she's got to poke herself with the medicine sponge.
yeah, I got a case of sugar foot.
Oh yeah, dude. Or the sugars is the best thing to call
The
diabetes.
sugars is pretty fucking funny. Oh man, that I think is it for the Mean Boys podcast.
Yeah, the last episode. It's been a great ride, guys. We'd like to thank Steve Ranazizi, Kyle Clark, and the rest.
This is where we fade Candle in the Wind in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my life Done. We're done.
Are you trying to do Dust in the Wind?
Oh, that's a different song, isn't it?
Shut up, Tom.
All right, so what do you guys have to plug?
Not a ton, really, because a lot of the stuff I've been plugging is sort of up in the air because me and you might have a big new job.
Yeah, but I'm unemployed, so October 5th and 6th, I'll be in Miami, Oklahoma. September 18th, I'm at the Stillwater in Dana Point. The 20... Oh, shit. I thought I could do this all from
I like that Tom
memory.
leans to think. Tom, like you're trying, like your brain is like an almost empty thing of body wash, and you're trying to drift to the last drop.
Well, no, Tom plugging his dates is the funniest part of the show. He's like, all right, somewhere in New Mexico in, I think, July, one of the J months. How many J months are there? Jovember,
right?
Anyway, Jovember 12, or just look on my Facebook, and I'll forget to write it there.
I'll be at a bar with no name somewhere in Saskatoon.
Yeah,
well, I bombed at a bar that didn't have a name. I didn't get a drink ticket either.
Look, I'm in San Diego. I'm in Oklahoma. I'm in Dana Point.
Look, anywhere
Fucking
where
go.
there's a military base. Tom
Yeah,
is
pretty
right.
much. Yeah, go ahead, add me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and I will be posting my shows and come out to the shows.
Yeah, you can
I
catch
don't
him bumming
have my
cigarettes from
phone.
servicemen. You know.
I don't have my phone on me, so yeah, go to my social media if you want to come out to one of the shows.
All right. Thanks for listening, gang.
Fuck everything. God is dead.
Crazy,